What's up? Welcome back to the Section 10 Podcast, episode 553, presented by Underdog Fantasy. It is the home of your 32-35 fourth place Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carrabis, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by...
Bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today. Yes. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Cake's not here. But Jake's not here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now. Like, I don't know what to think. Like, is Cake gone? Is Jake back? Are they both gone? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Other than the Red Sox have taken 2 out of 3 in the Bronx from the first place New York Yankees. We got Abraham Toro going off. We got Christian Campbell going off. We got Hunter Dobbins talking shit, backing it up. We got Raffy going to the moon. We got TS10 going off. We got Jaron Duran going off. This is the point where I would say, Jake, hit it again, but he's not here.
He's not here.
He's not fucking here.
Neither one's here. It's not here.
One Cake wouldn't have fucking hit it.
No, I kind of thought with Jake going to New York that would like, or I guess Cake went. I don't know who fucking went. One of them was in New York over the weekend. Yeah. I thought that would kind of bring Jake back, or at least open up his seat again. But yeah, I guess it did. No T either. No T.
Yeah. But like,
he has that issue with his balls that he's dealing with.
Yeah, he said something like the left one was swelling, but the right one was shrinking. Coley?
Feels like he's avoiding the discourse about certain first basemen outperforming other first basemen, perchance.
You talking about T?
Talking T.
I mean, T is a notorious discourse dodger, as they say. It would make sense.
Discourse dodger.
Infamously, this is who he is. But I mean, listen, here's where I want to start. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start on Friday night, because I was ready to never watch baseball again.
I'd be pumped if we didn't talk Friday night, but yeah, let's do it.
Like, we have to paint the whole picture, you know?
No,
like,
we do, of course, naturally.
Let's paint the picture, man. Friday night, I'm like basically out. Like, I'm pretty much out. Like, I'm at the point where I'm saying horrible shit about the Red Sox. I mean, I basically did that throughout the weekend, even though they won the series. I'm just hand up. I'm not mentally well at this point. Like, this team has beaten me into submission, where even, you know, the walk-off home run against the Angels, and I'm like, that didn't even feel like a win. Like, they have kind of beaten me to where the wins weren't making me feel, I don't want to say as good as they should. They weren't making me feel anything. Tonight, I feel great. Tonight was the first time in, I don't know, a month and a half that I was able to play the new Gold Bottles video, and like, I sit there and watch it. I'm like, yeah, like, I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I'm just happy that the Red Sox won. I couldn't even feel that after Saturday's win, because it's like, all right, well, if they lose tomorrow, then it kind of doesn't matter. Like, that was a meaningful win. It was a meaningful win tonight in the Bronx, the Sunday game, because not only did you win the series, but you did it in a convincing way, where everyone was just mashing home runs, and Carlos Rodon. It's not like the Yankees sent out some slapdick and you're like, yeah, congrats on the fucking fake series win against Joey Bag of Donuts. It's like, no, Carlos Rodon's been awesome this year. Like, his numbers this year have been on par with his best seasons, and you kind of took him to the woodshed a little bit and then continued after that. You get to him for 5, and then you end up hanging another 6 on the Yankees. So I'm very pleased. But again, like if I'm the Red Sox, I'm telling me to fuck off because I've already been like, this team sucks. Like fuck them. Like, but I'm just angry. I'm fed up from the years of losing, the years of being 500 to whoever's like, oh, you gave up. I'm still watching every game. I'm still watching every pitch. I'm just losing my mind as I do it. I'm sure that there are fans, and these are the people that you should get on. There are fans that are like, why would I invest my time in this team? And they actually stop watching. I am still as invested now as I've ever been in my entire life. I'm just going to piss and moan about it as I go. If I dislike what I'm watching, I'm going to let you know. If I like what I'm watching, I'm going to let you know. It's just, I'm going to be very reactionary. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm just going to allow myself to be a fan instead of being afraid that if I say something in the moment, that it'll later become untrue. I don't care. Like I said, fucking Saturday night, and what was it? What happened Saturday night? They got the Yankees jumped up to a 3-0 lead in the first or something like that.
2-0 in the, or what was it? What was it in the first? It was nothing in the first, but they were 3-1 in the second. 3-1 in the second. The 3-1 homer by Austin Wells.
Okay, yeah, so we were up 1-0, and then because Crochet got their first scoreless first in forever, and then immediately gave it back in the second.
Okay, so I think when Austin Wells hit the 3-run home run, that's when I tweeted "blow it up," which by the way, I said that the after
building. You're talking about the building.
Well, I mean that building sucks.
Yeah, that was about Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I remember saying that about the 2017 Red Sox. Like after they got eliminated in 2017, I was like, blow it up. This core is never gonna win. And they promptly won 365 days later or somewhere thereabouts. So I'm being reactionary because I don't know what else to do here. I don't care about being right anymore. I don't want to be right. I'm just seeing and reacting. Who cares?
Okay. Jerry not caring about being right does not sound like the Jared that I know. I was right is probably your most common line of all time.
I usually am, but I don't care.
Now you're giving that up. You're like, I don't need to be right anymore.
I know.
You're like, when you put it like that, I don't know. Jared, on that topic, I saw your tweets. The one I agreed with the most was protect your peace early on Friday.
Yeah.
And I fully did that. A lot of time, I'm trying not to miss many innings this year. Mm-hmm. And Friday night, happy birthday to Mikey, by the way. Happy birthday to Michael Eamon.
Yeah,
that's today. Happy belated to Bones, Jeremy, absolute man. His birthday was on Thursday. So we're having a couple of birthdays. Happy birthday to Bones.
Yeah.
We're having a couple birthday bevs, Jared, on Friday. We did. I think you got the invite. Coley's like, where's my invite? But no, I know it already happened. But no, on Friday we were having some B-Day bevs, right? Watching the game, doing the whole tall ship thing. Have you been to tall ship?
No. Is that outside?
I'm like, have you been outside? No, the answer is no. But my point being, the first inning happens and it's like, yeah, I don't really want to watch this game. I actually don't really want to do this. And I think accepting that is okay. Like, I don't think we have to watch every single inning of this team. When you put the protect your peace thing out there, I kind of took it to heart and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. Then again, still kind of watch most of the game anyway, but it's because it was on in the background. It's kind of on everywhere. That the early deficits are what kill you. But this show's going to have an interesting vibe because they then win Saturday and Sunday. So they win the series, even though you had a 5 spot in the first inning of the series in New York. So I don't like putting the finality tweets out there to a season that's this long. The fact it's June 8th right now, it's like, I don't want to say season's over or like there's no chance they can make the playoffs. If anything, Passon being on this show last week had me thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe they can. I've never been out on the playoffs, but hearing Jeff say it like was a little bit different. Hearing him say it, honestly, I'm like, yeah, they could.
How did he win like a radio contest? Like he was like the 27th caller. How did he get that job, Jared? Because he comes on here, he tells us to fear the Orioles. Oh man! And then he tells us Abraham Toro sucks. Who the fuck does this guy know about anything?
True. That is true.
Toro's been incredible.
He's been unbelievable. And I believe I insulted Toro in this series as well on Friday. Because Marcel Meyer made a nice pick at third base and then threw it over to first base where Abraham Toro was. and he was unable to pick it. And I said, hey, Craig, I hope you're watching your fucking shortstop of the future playing out of position, throwing a ball over, getting an error because he threw a ball over to a fucking a minor league signing 2 weeks before spring training started. Like, this is where we're at right now. But I digress.
Yeah, no, idiot. But
I do respect.
I was actually right about that. That was a good assessment.
Yeah, you're not giving up. I was right. There's no way you're giving that up.
I was right about that.
If you want to paint like the full picture, the whole weekend, it wasn't just when the game started. It was still before this series. You hear players are bitching about players on the team, and we need like full lists of names by now of people who truly are mad at Rafael Devers for not playing first base. I don't care if you're on the team. I don't care if you're off the team, but you need to be put on a list of some sort, and you don't get to vote anymore. Like something gets stripped from you because you're wrong on so many levels. I don't care if you're his teammate. I don't care if not. Like, you're truly a stupid person. So that's very interesting. That still is like, what does Toro have to do for that to be like, hey, who's going to be better than this? Is Yoshida going to do what Toro's doing with the bat right now? No.
He's got a 900 OPS right now. Like, no one's going to be doing that you can get for Toro money.
Right. And like, he had a crazy play at third. He's largely been bad at third. I don't want to see him at third anymore. Like, just put him at first. Romy can play third. Romy's played like every position for us. Why is he the first baseman suddenly? Put him at third.
He's snagging like 115 MPH balls down the line. Like, he can do that on either side. I trust Romy in that position. Also, this is like the Raffy discussion. Dude, we've been talking about this for 4 months. Like, there's a real fatigue setting in. The fatigue set in for a while, and I understand people like keeping it alive because it's an easy thing to talk about. It's a big topic everyone knows. At this point, though, it's like maybe he ends up playing first, maybe not. I'm just kind of sick of talking about it. I really am.
He obviously isn't, though. Like, they definitely would have done it by now. Like, he just isn't.
I'm trying to keep that, option available just because, I don't know, they've moved enough pieces around and enough time's gone by that maybe it happens. But it is funny that the only time we've seen him with the glove is when he's taking grounders at shortstop. I don't necessarily know what the point of that was last week when TC had that tweet.
Well, they asked Cora and he was like, I had no idea that happened. So that was good.
The amount of disconnect with any of this stuff. Everybody, Cora, I do respect how he's handled a lot of this just in terms of like with the media. A lot of people would disagree with this, but even tonight with the Sunday Night Baseball broadcast, when Olney's talking to him about the Hunter Dobbins quotes, I obviously will get to the Dobbins quote, but Cora's just like, I got a cup of coffee and went to the Puerto Rican parade. It's like, dude, stop. I don't want to talk about stupid shit. Like, just stop asking me these questions. Even though it's a valid question, he's obviously fed up with a lot of this to the point where then the pregame dugout interview with him is like, how you doing mentally, man? How you holding up? Like,
that was crazy.
It's the first week of June, we're acting like a family member died. Like, come on now. Let's
crazy.
Calm down.
I mean, he is friends with Raffy from his ESPN days.
No, of course. I get that. But it's like, come on. This is the interview. That's like the pre-interview thing. I don't know if that should be like the interview thing.
I mean, also, it was super awkward when they were asking Judge about what fucking Dobbins said. It's like, come on. But we'll talk about it. We'll
get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to it. First, we got to talk about the Underdog Fantasy app. We got to talk about it because we're putting out picks. We're putting out some good picks on Baseball is Dead. I will say that. I'll give Dallas some credit. Like, he's right. Maybe, I don't know, 10% of the time. I'm right way more than that, obviously. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. That's JARED to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. I did run out a pick 'em. I don't know, what was that? Wednesday? Dominicans only. Devers, Machado, Soto.
Your people.
Yes. Yep. My Dominican brothers. I don't know that it won, but that was like that was a rarity. So if you like took it and you're mad, then like that's on you, I guess. But yeah, where are you guys at? Because I feel like I've been yapping a lot about where I'm at in terms of like the season. It's all right. So here's my metaphor, my analogy of the day.
Keep yapping.
The Red Sox obviously have to get on a run here.
Yeah.
But winning a series against the Yankees literally just kind of like puts them at the starting line. Then they have to go and I don't know, contend, be in the race. It's like all you've done is kind of say that you're not dead yet by winning this series. It's a statement. It's a first place. It's your own division. It's the first place team. It's the Yankees. It's on the road. It's in the Bronx. The key contributors all should be noted. But I feel like it's as excited and as happy as I am that they took this series from the Yankees. All this kind of does is say, like, I'm not dead yet.
I thought the series in Atlanta did that. Like, that was a team who had already come into Boston and kind of whooped you around, to go down there after the Brewers series and take 2 out of 3 off of them. I know they've been bad before and since, but they were drastically better home team than road team. So I thought that was kind of signs. Obviously, what happened against the Angels immediately after that took a lot of wind out of the sails, but I didn't, like you said, these felt different. They didn't feel different to me because Buehler, like I have plenty. I can be like, yeah, that sucked this weekend. I feel like there's several people in the bullpen who should not be employed, like, by anyone for any reason. No jobs for them. The starters, like Dobbins was their best starter and struck out nobody. Like, it's the first with the Suspetos barbecue guys. It was the first starting pitcher to record a win against the Yankees and no strikeouts since like R.A. Dickey a decade ago. Like, it's just not a thing that
he didn't strike out anybody. I thought he had 2 strikeouts. No,
none.
0.
Crochet. 0 Ks, 0 walks, 4 hits. But like, I don't know. People were like, "Oh, he's dealing today." Like, was he? That was your best starter just because he only gave up 3, which Buehler did by batter 3, and Crochet it did in the second inning. So it wasn't like Sterling, Zach Kelly, bad. Get him out. Get him way out. So that's where it's like, it does feel like the same wins. The Yankees have been food to me. Like, we beat them last year and they went to the World Series. Like, they have not improved. Obviously, we didn't see Fried, but to your point, Rodon's been shoving this year, and he got chased early after he looked like he was going to be cruising early, and it all fell apart quickly. Like, I don't know. I can yell at the people who want to send Christian Campbell down, and then he does everything he does this weekend. I just don't get. Too many people are like fixated on every game, and it's like, no, just show me the development, because this all still feels very much the same to me.
There's a lot of similar DNA from week to week. It's not like you see a much different team now than you saw at like the end of May. Like, there's going to be a lot of similarities, in the results. But thing I come back to, Jerry, is, can this team go on a winning streak?
Yeah.
Like, they have to answer that first. If you're going to contend, you got to be able to string. I'm asking for 4. Like, give me 4 or 5 games in a row. That seems like it's asking a lot.
I don't even need a winning streak. Just like, have me look up in a few weeks and the Red Sox have won 17 of 22 or something like that. It's like, all right,
but you're going to need a good winning streak to get 17 of 22.
No doubt. But like, if they win 4 in a row, I'm not going to be like, fuck yeah, like, we're back on track. Like, I need a 3-week sample where they've done some damage. That's all.
No, of course. And then obviously, big picture wise, it's just the old adage of like, just win series and you're going to be fine. Like, if they stick by that, if you want to keep it in the simple terms, win 2 out of 3 and you'll be okay. They've won 2 out of 3 against some teams that I did not expect them to win 2 out of 3 against. So that's why it's still like, okay, they're showing us enough.
Last year.
I know. Yeah. Trust me, it's not just similar DNA to like last month. It's last year before. There might be different people wearing the jerseys, but a lot of times these things carry over. I think guys are going to get hot in the lineup. I didn't see this coming tonight. I didn't think they were going to put an 11 spot up. Rodon had given up like 2 runs the last 3 weeks. So this was not to be expected. Understandable, some of these are Yankee Stadium home runs, even though they went 700 feet. But you get a win like this, and it's like, yeah, it does give me a little energy. I'm not always just going to be doom and gloom with this team. I don't want to have the same attitude every single show. Like, this team's going to show some things here and there where it's okay to react accordingly. Like, I feel pretty good right now, honestly, just coming off that game. Again, we go, like you're mentioning, Coley, we go game by game. Like, this is what we do. We watch every game. We have a bunch of thoughts. We probably overreact. That's what being a Red Sox fan is. That's kind of how it goes. But then you feel good about yourself and maybe the game on Saturday and you're like, Jesus Christ, look at Roman, 500-foot great slam. Like, that cloud is just going to keep hanging over all of us until he's up here, regardless of everyone has a million opinions about, what he's going to do on the roster. If he's still doing that in AAA, you're still going to kind of feel like that's pulling you away from enjoying fully what's happening with the current roster winning a series in New York. So I feel okay.
It's a weird feeling. I don't know how to feel. And I know that, some people will listen to this show so that they know how to feel. I don't know which way to guide you. All I know is that
the right way to feel is a little uncomfortable. It's an uncomfy team to watch.
Yeah.
Last episode, you said you didn't care at all about the walk-off, like the Rafaela walk-off win.
It didn't do anything for me, no.
Yeah, but you were just like, because it was such a weird back and forth game, everyone was giving up runs. You took no enjoyment from that.
Correct.
You clearly enjoyed these last two games, and I think even once
Walker Buehler
was removed from Friday's contest, the Red Sox from then on played quite a ball game. So it was like mostly an enjoyable series outside of him, really.
Yeah, outside of that, you're 6-2, 10-7, 11-7. Like that's and obviously that's kind of nippy. If you take away those 7 runs to start, it's like, yeah, those still happen. But it's a way different feeling.
That was a one-guy issue.
and it's like your first impressions of a series go a long way. We're like, fuck, here we go again. So it feels like you kind of lost a couple games there with what happened on Friday.
Yeah, so yesterday's game, I don't know why I was like blanking yesterday's game out of my mind, but even yesterday's game, 10-7, they almost blew that game. Like, I didn't enjoy that game. Coming off a loss in game 1 and Buehler getting his tits lit, I'm still in the mindset of something horrible is going to happen. So even as the Red Sox are putting up runs and have a lead and it's late, at no point did I feel safe until the game was over. That's the only time I could exhale on Saturday, especially when you bring in Aroldis Chapman for the save. I'm like, this is the perfect scenario to blow this fucking game. Like,
even then you couldn't exhale because it looked like he hurt himself covering first base.
Right. Aroldis Chapman for the save in the Bronx for the first time as a member of the Red Sox. And I'm just like, okay, like I know how this ends, and it didn't, but it also looked like he broke his fucking ankle at the end of the game. So no, I did not enjoy Saturday.
So that's, if I were a mechanic, I'd be slapping like the hood of your car right now going, here's your problem. Like, you are results over process right now, and that's your issue. Like, to me, the results of Saturday's game, like, I thoroughly enjoyed Meyer's home run Friday because I was like,
me too.
Like, obviously, it's not going to win the game.
Yep.
Saturday, it was just like, hey, it's awesome. They're just still dominating Ryan Yarbrough. Like, that would annoy the fuck out of me if the guy who's given up, 70 runs in 77 career innings against the Red Sox. I know those are the two numbers. I can't remember if it's reversed or not, but it's 70 and 77. Like, if he starts blanking us, then it's like, well, what the fuck is happening here? Like, that's more of like the process of all this. Seeing Christian Campbell turn it around after a dreadful May, just truly as bad as it gets May. Watching him emerge as this series went on and looking like the guy swinging violently, like the guy we saw in April again. Yeah, that's why it was a very enjoyable weekend for me. The Yankees part of it, I don't know. Like, that part I didn't even care too much about.
There's still a massive lack of concern. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I have a very consistent lack of concern about the New York Yankees. Like, I just don't. These series, they're supposed to feel different than they do, but it's just like, yeah, we're technically playing the Yankees. This is technically the rivalry, but it's like, I was looking it up on StatMuse. Over the last 4 seasons, the Red Sox are like 500 against the Yankees. Like, it's not, you don't get beat up by the Yankees. This is just basically how this always goes.
I'm surprised they don't even have playing in New York against them.
I know, it kind of feels like they would have. I mean, based off the doc, like, it looked like they were beating the Yankees every game they played them last year. Like, that was the entire doc. But these games I don't know, they don't feel that much different, but it's still, from the fan perspective. And Jerry, like, I see your Twitter, these are big nights for you. It's big nights for us, but also, like, you hear the most from Yankee fans of the 3 of us. So getting to see the videos of, like, the fans walking out of the park early and them not really being excited for the last, like, 5 innings of the game. I know Stock made it fucking little dicey there at the end. I didn't really need
he's
that.
Gotta go. He's got to go.
That was, Stats had a tweet where it was just like, yeah, you look at the spray chart, he was missing the plate by like 3 feet, nonstop. But no, all this to say that it's these games, even though I do feel good that you win this series in New York, because I think it goes way worse if it's the other way around, they do still feel mainly like regular games. Like they don't feel too different than maybe the Rays will at the start of this week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're probably right, Steve.
I was right.
I like that those people are upset. I like that their ketchup dispensers are completely empty. That's what I like.
That kid.
Yeah.
What's that kid's name? Do we know his name? That was the funniest video.
I think it was his dad that submitted it. But John H.
Oh, I know this guy. I've met this guy before. He's a mega diehard Section 10 guy. I met him in 2018.
Oh, hell
this is hilarious.
Yes.
You're raising your kid perfectly, John H.
Yeah. John had his son
dispenser.
just pumping ketchup out of 3 dispensers at Yankee Stadium. And people were like, that's so bad. Like, someone's going to have to clean that. It's like, are you fucking blind? He's pumping it into napkins. Like, he thought about this and is being considerate enough to pump all this ketchup into some napkins. So it's an excellent video. It's on our social media right now.
Real quick on the ketchup. Can I real quick on the ketchup here?
Yep.
These are the things I end up loving the most out of these seasons.
Yeah.
Like these years have been tough, and bringing the 10 back has brought some joy to my life. I'm sure a lot of others as well, and you guys too. Having stuff like this where it's like, all right, like tonight we won a series against the Yankees, and we hit like 1,000 homers. And we got this kid in the Bronx that's just pouring out a bunch of ketchup onto a couple of napkins. And I'm sure there's people walking by like, what the fuck is that kid doing? I love that. At least we get these little things along the way where if you didn't have it, it's way worse.
1,000%. I mean, that video brought tears to my eyes. I was laughing.
Coley was falling out of the chair, which was the right reaction. It was
absolutely. He just goes that, and I need that to become a thing. Like, not at home, not at home.
No.
Please do not do that at Fenway. But when we are taking 2 out of 3, when ketchup is proclaimed, whenever it happens, if you win the first 2, I need to see those dispensers fucking emptied. Respectfully, like we've set the tone with the napkin. There needs to be something catching it.
This is a big shout out to West Coast Section 10 listeners, because we got that trip coming up here. The next road series, Seattle, then San Francisco, then LA or Anaheim. Get ready. If the Red Sox win these series, like that ketchup better be dump that ketchup. And preferably like 3 straight in a row. That was the thing I respected the most about John H's kid. He wasn't just doing 1 pump. He was 3 pumping it with his whole arm. Respectable.
Mozart in his prime wasn't banging the keys as well as that kid.
100%. And he wasn't reckless. He waited until he hit record. He's like, all right, here we go. I want to make sure you document all of this. He gets it. What are you looking up? You looking up some stats, Jerry?
Yeah. Do you know what I just Googled?
Huge boobs.
This show, anytime Coley and I just talking, somebody just looking at boobies the whole time. Good point, guys.
Tits spelled incorrectly. What did you Google?
I Googled famous people dying from heart attack because I was about to be like, he's pumping that ketchup worse than they were pumping person who died from heart attacks chest compressions. That would have been in poor taste. Like, if you really want to get on someone for something,
I was going to say, who did you get? Who was the top that came up?
Michael Jackson, but like he didn't die from a heart attack.
No.
Tom Petty, Brittany Murphy. Yeah, none of I don't know. I don't know that any of these people died from. This seems made up.
Tom Petty died from a heart attack.
That's what I'm getting from the search results. Elvis, but they didn't try to resuscitate. He was just dead. He was just taking a shit.
Yeah, he'd been dead. Yeah.
Anyways, Sox win 10-7. I think I'm just I'm in a better place tonight than I was on Friday. I was at Legal C on Friday night, and I had these poor bastards put on the TV. I was like, let's watch the game, and I was rage tweeting all night Friday. I was just letting
you were tweeting a lot. It was funny because you're doing the protect your peace, like go do something fun, and then you just went on to like destroy these guys for 3 hours. That was something.
Yeah, I was absolutely rage tweeting on Friday. I don't know. I mean, I'll never turn the game off. That'll never happen. I want to. Like there's no part of me that I don't have it in me to be like, you know what? This game's over. I'm really mad at this team. So I'm fucking shutting it down. I think from Friday night, you had the effort that Bregman was making. Showed up with a mustache, shaved it mid-game.
Yes. Shave that shit right off.
Absolutely deserves credit for it.
Yes. What day? Some of these games blend together. What
That was
night
Friday.
was that?
That was Friday.
That was Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
It sucks to kind of waste that on what Buehler had just done. It's like, okay, they did make somewhat of a comeback there, but not really. I mean, did you think they had any chance when they made it 9-6? No, I didn't either. So
yeah.
I don't know. I almost want you to save. I would want him to save that for Saturday or something, but
yeah,
he's doing what he can. You got to tip your cap to
Did you
Breggy.
see Breslow talk to the fucking media after the game, Coley?
I think Jake Wallinger tweeted it early in this game. I think I need microphones banned. I need the rest of the 2025 Red Sox to be a big time shut up and dribble organization. Like I can't.
I got the clip right here.
Mics anymore. You
know, you have the clip?
I got the clip. Yeah.
He's got the audio.
Craig Breslow after the game tonight.
We fucking love the Sox. You guys are doing a great fucking job. We might be 10 games back, but we're 10 games up in our hearts, okay? You fucking pieces of fuck. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go.
That's a good speech, dude.
I did hear that. I didn't know that was when you were talking.
I didn't realize that they just put fucking cameras in the clubhouse like that. Like what?
Yeah, it was a Sunday Night Baseball thing. They said it before the game that they were going to do that.
Yeah, I thought for sure that they were gonna. That's kind of like off limits. That's closed door meeting type of stuff.
No.
Yeah. No, he said he wanted that to get out there to really show what the vibe is like and what he is truly like.
Yeah.
Pieces of fuck.
Yeah. I mean, ESPN's got to get in trouble for just letting it rip like that too.
Yeah, true. But it was after the break. It was in like the Sports Center, so maybe they can get away with it a little bit more.
It was live.
Yeah, they probably should have looked at it before to check.
Oh, they didn't have
because I mean he swears like obviously, but we know that.
We fucking love the Sox. You guys are doing a great fucking job. We might be 10 games back, but we're 10 games up in our hearts, okay? You fucking pieces of fuck. Let's go. All right, guys.
Addressing the team, we fucking love the Sox. All the fellas just being like, that's right, we do.
The guy that makes all the calls for the Sox saying, we love the Sox. It's like, yeah, well, you're kind of making all the decisions, dude. We love this team.
Yeah, the Sox.
To the team.
My fucking shit.
Oh, they are a bunch of pieces of fuck. That's the right way to put it.
They are. Yeah, it's undeniable. Pieces of fuck. Well, I'm happy he had that moment in the clubhouse after the game.
Yeah,
and the boys needed to hear it. A little positive reinforcement. It's been a lot of negativity going around recently.
21 runs in response to that roaring speech.
Yeah. Yep.
They were ready to go. Sox scored 27 runs this weekend. The Yankees scored 23. That's kind of feels like that's what they have to do to win a series at this point.
Score more runs than the other team, yeah.
But like 27, you put up football scores.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. People say that I don't have the balls to call out people by name, but I got a tweet about Craig Breslow on Friday. The tweets get angrier as they go. This one, Craig Breslow somewhere picking his ass watching the shortstop of the future, playing out of position, throwing baseballs over to a dude they signed to a minor league deal 2 weeks before spring training. Started wondering why the season is going down the shitter. Well, I apologize to Abraham Toro for the disrespect.
Thank you.
Yeah, I apologize. So that one don't count because I apologize. I don't stand.
Count.
Yeah. No, I don't stand. I do hate, and we can talk about this. I do hate that Marcel Meyer is playing out of position, and I do hate that they won't let him hit against lefties. I get it that you don't want to like kill his confidence when you first call him up, But having him on the bench for fucking 3 days, we like that? No.
No, the Sox prospect guys talked about it too. They've done this with Willier. Now they did it with Casas. Like, and once they have it made up in their mind that like this 22-year-old simply will never hit lefties, and they just don't even like try to work it. That's the thing. There's only going to get better with reps, and they ban reps unless your grandmother dies in Texas. That's it. That's the only time they let them do it.
Well, especially out of the gate right now, this is just a weird time to do it. Like, I don't want to put the training wheels on when we're trying to get him the most experience he can possibly have. And it's to the point where you just, oh, well, why is Meyer? Oh, the lefty. Like, no, don't accept that. Like, there should be a follow-up question as to, well, why are you doing that? Like, why do you think this is the right decision for this team? I mean, the kid, I understand. Well, what's he hitting? It's probably not great. It was in the low 2s last time I checked.
Who?
But Meyer.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to talk about it.
He pinched. He's hitting 222, but I mean, obviously,
TikTok,
it's whatever.
A
couple of weeks.
Chicks.
You got to let him develop. Like, that's a big part of this season. And if you're just not going to have him face lefties at any point, you're holding the kid back. There's no need for that.
He also, his hit in the 9th tonight came against the lefty, did it not?
I believe
was
so.
that Tim Hill?
See whatever dick they had.
It was definitely because then they pulled him after that, and then he scored from first, and ESPN was like, look at Judgy covers second.
Oh my God.
No one's ever done it before.
It was almost said in a way that was like, it's like this is a joke, right? You guys actually are doing like a 3-camera replay of Judge covering second when it's 11-5 Red Sox in the 9th inning. That was crazy.
I'm also tired of them building lineups only with the starter in mind. That's kind of driving me crazy. It's like, I get Rev Snyder. They said he's like 10th against lefties in OPS and all of baseball. Cool. When he gets subbed out, like, I can't have that in like the 3 spot. Or when they just let him hit a righty later in the game, I can't have that in the 3 spot.
I mean, he has been hitting righties too.
His splits are actually pretty similar for lefties and righties.
Yeah,
this season. But would have liked them to see that bases loaded. Want to talk about the Raffy thing? What do we want to talk about tonight? Let's talk about the Sox, probably.
Talk about the Sox.
Raffy, what were your thoughts on the Raffy thing? Not hustling.
We're all
first.
over
I know
the
he hit
place.
a
We're all over
bomb.
the place.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. That's what we do now. It's okay.
I'm just trying to be accountable
what was your reaction?
for some of the things that I said on
Friday. I Walker's kind of skating.
Why is he
he sucked. He was trash. And then he said he's fucking trash. I do respect that. I know we used to get some of this with Chris Sale. And after a certain amount of time, it's like, well, you can only say you suck so many times until it's like, well, whatever. You just got to get better. But him and Buehler and Giolito, credit to him. Like, they're owning up to it. They haven't lived up to expectations. I don't know necessarily what Giolito's expectations were this year or what we had of him. But whatever we would have expected from Buehler, even coming off of a tricky season last year, I don't know if this is what I thought was coming.
This is Walker after the game on Friday.
Yeah.
Any consistent things with the inconsistency? No. I think it's, to be honest with you, this organization put a lot of faith in me this offseason, and I've been embarrassing for us. So it's tough. It's obviously a big game and a big rivalry that I was excited to be a part of, and for it to go the way that it did is super disappointing, especially after the past 2-3 weeks of kind of prep and throwing and all that kind of and how I'm feeling. Physically I feel great, and for it to happen that way, just it sucks.
Yeah, I do feel bad for the guy. I mean, to echo his sentiments, I'm sure if you're coming from the Dodgers, a big market, and you just won the World Series and you're in the playoffs all the time, you have the chance to be a part of the Red Sox Yankee thing, and you go out there and you lay an egg. I mean, the game was over like that. It was kind of
basically immediately. It was still bright out when the game was done.
He walked the leadoff hitter, right?
Yeah.
He walked Grisham.
At the time, it was a metaphor for the whole season. It was like, what do you mean it's over? We just started. I mean, going into June, a lot of us felt like fucking season's already over. We haven't even gotten to Father's Day yet. And that game was, I mean, like they were still fucking getting their chili dogs and sitting down in the bleachers, and the game was pretty much over by that point.
Last year, he had a 5.38 ERA and a 5.54 FIP. So they were like, these numbers, the numbers you see are accurate. This year he's got a 5.18 ERA, 5.29 FIP. He doesn't lie to you. You're like, this is exactly what I'm doing out here. It's bad. Like, you don't get a pass for that because it's a 1-year deal. Like with Chris Sale, I saw you come in, dominate, be a Cy Young contender. And so they did in the back end. It's like, hey, this sucks. I wish you were doing more, but I'm going to cut you more slack. When you're here on a 1-year deal, and Giolito, I wasn't going to bring up because he didn't pitch in this, but when two of your starters make a combined, $44 million are awful, like genuinely as bad as pitchers get in professional baseball. Like, yeah, I gotta be like, hey, dude, you were signed for this game. Like, this was the game. Yeah. I just saw you pitch it in October. You did great. What happened? It needs to be colder. Like, this was bad. This is not good.
If anything, I honestly thought, and the World Series thing, whatever, like I get, last time he was here. Yeah, we know. We watched the World Series too. Like, we understood what the result was. I honestly just thought the situation of Friday night, his first one against the Yankees, more the concept of like wanting to be a part of this so bad. One of my biggest takeaways from having Buehler on this show is like, he really wants to be a part of he wants to be a part of this and not just like on the roster and maybe earn a contract after this, further down the line. He wants to really matter here. And so, of course, he's going to feel it. Like, of course, he's going through it with those quotes, but he's just got to be better. The last 4 starts, he's got like a 7.2. The previous 4 was like a 2.6. So he had some momentum there going into May. And since the start of May, it's been a disaster. Like, you don't know what you're going to get from him. Well, you do know what you're going to get from him. That's the worst part. And it's bad constantly. Right. He's putting him in tough situations and early in the games, too, where, he's the dude we look at after Crochet. I'll just speak for myself, that I was looking at after Crochet to be like, here you go. You can be that number 2. Like, I believe you can be that guy as this season goes on, and he's just not doing it.
No, he's not, Steve. No, he's not. But no one else is. Like, it's not even like,
That's why it's hard to get super down on him because the rest of the guys blow.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like, man, we thought that Walker Buehler was going to be the number 2 of this team, but, fucking Dickie Jeffries has really stepped up, and that guy doesn't exist.
He's had his FIP though.
But they've used him mostly out of the bullpen. But
yeah, that's true.
I guess we turned to Hunter Dobbins, but it's like, how are you going to go out there and not punch anybody out? Like, there's no number 2 on this team. There's no number 2. There's a number 1. And
I don't think there's a number
4s
3.
and 5s.
Is there a number 3?
That's what I just said.
They don't have a 2 or a 3 in this rotation.
Nope.
The 1, like he dominated Aaron Judge every time. So I think everyone left Saturday being like, yeah, Crochet was good. He kind of wasn't. He wasn't, like, it was probably his worst start.
Bad defense.
Maybe since one of the early ones. Yeah, sure. But was it 5 earned?
5 earned, yeah. I mean, that homer's gone in 3 parks, so that shifts things a little bit.
Of course, no doubt. But he's going to be pitching here plenty. You know what I mean? So, like, you get used to the park.
These are where you're signed to have a great start, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're on the
So it was like, yeah, Buehler was just slightly worse than him this series, was the point I was getting. Like, it wasn't a huge difference. Wasn't a huge difference at all.
Still 9
Crochet gave you some length.
That helps. He gives you 6, so it's like, 6 innings ends up being the longest start of the series, which we're getting all too familiar with. That gets treated like a guy was nails. He went 6. Oh, man, this guy had a great start. That's the state of the rotation right now.
I was ready for Buehler to pitch all 9 and then DFA him. Like, I was fine with that out. I was like, why burn the bullpen on this game? Why would we do that?
Yeah, it was rough. Anytime I see Kelly come in, I'm like, this is not going to go well. I don't really trust this at all. There's still 2 innings on Friday, 4 Ks, but tonight it was like, yeesh. Don't know if this is the spot for him.
Cora was trying but with a 4-run lead, he was trying to save Weissert because the bullpen will once again be short going into the Tampa series. And Weissert's basically doing what Bernardino just did in May. I think it was like 15 out of 19 games or something. Stats tweeted it, but he's pitched a lot.
It's a lot
lately. And I think Weissert, I think you got to keep pitching him. The second he gets a break, he's going to go back to bad Weissert. You can't give him a break. You got to ride this guy because he's been
Weissert wave.
You got to ride the dub.
He's been hot. You got to feed the hot hand.
He has.
I mean, he came in with his balls dragged like that. He's also like, we have a bunch of former Yankees on the team, which feels so strange. But he was just
they weren't
like known
for it.
Yes,
but
and
I still
Weiser,
felt it tonight. I was like, well, all right, we got Whitlock out there. All right, the captain just hit a bomb. Like, oh, there's Weiser. I'm like, geez, we got like half our roster from this team.
No one.
I mean, they obviously. No, I know they didn't like do stuff with the pinstripes on, but still, it's a different feeling than we're used to having.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm more, not to jump ahead, but I'm more interested to see if TS10 can put another one on the shelf. He had a very strong series.
Very good.
A couple people. I think it's going to be a weird race because I think a lot of people kind of deserve it.
There's also some people that are, I would say, like some Coley candidates, maybe some unique candidates that Coley sometimes, at least last season, would pick that would be up for some ketchup.
It's always different, like how you weigh certain things. In the finale, it's like TS10 hit a fucking moon bomb into the fifth deck, but the game was kind of out of hand by that point. So it's like, how heavily do you weigh that? But his hit on Saturday, bases loaded, or two hit, fucking added 5 RBI game. Yeah, 5 RBI game on Saturday, but the first one came in the third inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Sox trailing. Here comes TS10. I mean, he's kind of back from the dead, because I remember when he got his Klarks Ketchup Series MVP in Atlanta, we were really like, well, slow your roll. It's only really 3 games we're talking about, but it's not anymore.
That was not the take you had, by the way. You were like, this could be the spark that ignites the run.
No.
And then he was
you said, be careful, it's only 3 games. I said,
that's true.
That was correct, because he had 3 hits and then he was bad against the Angels. So yeah, that was super accurate.
Well, it's not accurate anymore.
He was great against the Yankees, but I also said the Yankees fucking stink. And they do. Congrats, they beat the AL Central.
Wow.
Moves me 0.
Wow.
It's nice that when TS10 comes up now, it's like, hey, this isn't a wasted at bat. Before I was only looking at my phone. Now I'm looking at TS10. And he's giving us some good things to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I was happy to see TS10 come through like that. I'm happy. And shout out to Romy too, by the way. He kind of put it on ice a little bit on Saturday. Dude got hurt, comes back. It's like, well, where do I fit in? We'll find you some ABs. And then he goes deep on Saturday. And then we go to the 9th inning, bases loaded again for TS10. A little fucking 16 hopper back up the middle. Nice little 10 spot for the boys.
But it is the difference between striking out and putting bat to ball. Like that is monumental for this team when they're not stacking strikeouts, when they actually put the ball in play. Yeah, they will get some luck.
Yeah.
Well, especially that part of the lineup, too. I think that's probably one of my biggest takeaways from this series. And Toro plays a huge role in that. Campbell plays a huge role in that. Story plays a huge role in that. Before it was like, and I'm not going to say it might not, this isn't going to last. Who knows? Who knows if these guys can keep producing at this level? But we had a good stretch there post-Breggy, at least that first week and a half, where it's like, Jesus Christ, after Devers, you're getting nothing from like any of these guys. And now they're providing a lot of the pop that you need, honestly. Like, of course, Raffy did Raffy stuff at Yankee Stadium this weekend, as he always does. But you look at the bottom half of the lineup, they were filling it up, dude. Any of these games, a lot of 2 for 5s, 3 for 5, 2 for 4. It's a lot of big hits by guys that you don't expect it, and they're doing it at least consistently enough that keeps you kind of excited about what they can do moving forward.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think that takes us to today. And I want to ask you guys, be honest. How did you feel coming into the game today? Because I didn't feel great. Well, I think that this brings us to the Hunter Dobbins comments.
Yeah.
Correct.
This is the Hunter Dobbins comments situation. So for me, I don't care. Like, if you're going to say it, but like back it up. And I feel like he pretty much backed it up, but it didn't look like he was going to after the first inning. It's like Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, boom, 2-0. You're down. And you can look at it both ways. There's absolutely no shame in giving up a home run to Aaron Judge. None. It's not a big deal. But I just thought in the moment, if you feel this way, go out there, pitch your 6 innings, get your win, and then be like, oh yeah, and by the way, fuck the Yankees, like whatever. People kept saying like, oh yeah, no, like, you know, anyone can talk shit when they're ahead. You know, you gotta talk shit beforehand. It's like, no, like I that's dumb to give the Yankees motivation. You got Eduardo Perez in the dugout being like, hey, Judge, you know, the rookie that you're about to face tonight said he'd never fucking play here in a million years. Thoughts? And I'm sure that you're out of your mind if it wasn't. I don't think he, you know, Judge is Judge.
They all talked about it.
Yeah, like Jazz Chisholm was talking about it as he was mic'd up.
As he was throwing the ball into the stands, he was talking about it, and then proceeded to talk about it after making the error too. It's like, maybe relax.
I like Jazz. I've always liked Jazz.
Same.
Him being on the Yankees is disgusting for the sport, obviously. He was so excited. You know, when he put that mic on, most players just don't want the mic. When he put it on, he was like, I hope every ball's hit at me so I can do some Savannah Bananas shit and like go between my legs.
That's what he tried to do. The second
that ball was hit to him and he got to be like, hold on. And you knew that ball was going nowhere near first base. Like that ball had no chance.
Dude, he turned it up to like 100,000 with all the stuff he was doing. He was calling out things that didn't need to be called out. It's just like, look, I'm playing baseball. Hey, you got that? We got one. Oh, that's how. Like, it's like, relax, Jazz, relax. And I do like Jazz a lot.
He told Rodon to step off, and he just didn't.
He just didn't.
He's like, step off, step off, step off. And Rodon's like, shut up, dude.
But that's kind of, dude, that was the vibe I got of Jazz this whole night, starting with the IG story, too, like the free smoke at 7 and all that. Like, calm down, dude, calm down. I'm sure there's some players in the Yankees, too, that are like, you're Jazz Chisholm. You're not like Mr. Yankee. Like, we don't need you out here, you know, trying to clap back at a rookie's quote, which I still didn't even think was that big a deal to quote. Like, I get it. I understand you probably should be saying that.
I thought it was
timing
a fake
was
quote.
odd.
I thought it was a fake
I
quote.
thought it was the New York Port Sports. I thought it was one of those. When I saw it, I was like, there's no way he actually said that. But yeah, the timing was a little weird. But then again, we want Red Sox Yankee rivalry stuff. We talk about on this program all the time. Red Sox Yankees, the rivalry only, and it's like never only on Ness, and it's on every channel because they want to get the rivalry. And then this kid comes out here and is like, "That's the last team I'd play for. I'd rather retire," which was a line I think Ken Griffey Jr. had. It means a lot more coming from him.
Much,
but it's like still, obviously, he would maybe want to have that one back. We want these things to happen with Red Sox Yankees, and the second it happens, we're like interviewing everyone like he crossed the line, right? My God, this was a little ridiculous. I didn't think it was that big a deal, but then I knew the second it happened, I was so upset for one reason and one reason only, because I knew there was going to be the entire broadcast. All of Sunday Night Baseball was going to be that one quote, because when we talk about this rivalry stuff, they never get a quote like this. Look at Booney's reaction in the press conference before the game. He was just laughing because he didn't know what to say, because these quotes don't happen. Like, guys on these teams don't say, I would never play for that team. It's always super complimentary of like, oh, you know, they're going through it, but they got some great guys over there. So the fact we finally get a quote like this, I just think it's kind of ridiculous that we're acting like he said, I would kill everyone on that roster. Like, it's wild.
It was strong. It was a strong take.
It was strong. It wasn't
out
necessary.
Of nowhere.
I'll say that.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
What was the question?
I think it was like, are you excited for your first game against the Yankees? And he's like, if they wanted me, I would never play there. It's like, that's not really what was asked.
Right.
It was very Martin Perez of him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, fuck like, that team. Like, whoa. Just asking your experience in the Bronx. Like, no, fuck those guys. I hate those guys.
Yeah. So, again, to land the plane, for me, if you want to do that, fine. You got to go out there and back it up. Which he kind of did. He did for the most part. Why, Coley? It's a fucking it's not a loss.
A home run. He gave up. No, it wasn't. He got the win. Like I said, he was the first pitcher in a decade to get a win under those circumstances. He gave up a home run to DJ LeMahieu in 2025. Like, that is not backing it up.
Fake home run.
That is
fake home run.
It was a home run.
Fake home
Either
run.
way, he gets a strikeout DJ LeMahieu. How does that sound?
You didn't strike out anyone. It's fine. But
right.
He didn't. He didn't get shelled.
On the staff.
He didn't embarrass himself,
and then had that performance. We wouldn't be like, he shoved.
He didn't embarrass himself. Well, he didn't cost them the game. Like, yeah, he gave up a couple homers, but he limited the damage.
I mean, leadoff
he was
single.
Fine. He was fine.
And then the home run to Judge on the first pitch.
He was fine.
He was perfectly fine. Honestly, when the Judge homer happened, I was fully ready for a bloodbath. I thought it was going to get ugly quick, like 1 1/3, 7 earned. If anything, we want to play the rookie card here. Like, yes, to your point, Coley, he didn't shove, but I'm very impressed that after the comments, after the day he had, I'm sure his phone's been blowing up all day. I'm sure he's had people going up to him like, never say anything like this ever again. And he went out there and actually weathered the storm after the face of the league, hit a bomb in the longest Oppo homer of the year in baseball. Like, I tweeted this kind of half kidding, but I really thought the crowd was going to like get on him more or like chant his name more. And I'm like, right, this is not the crowd at Yankee Stadium that we grew up with. It's a different atmosphere, because that crowd would have probably done the Who's Your Daddy thing or Hun or Dobbins. Like, you would have gotten something like that. And instead, I thought they kind of let him off the hook, because then he settled in and was pretty good.
I'll say it like this. Because I tweeted before the game, even man or a mouse, based off of what he said. And when he gave up the home run, I put a picture of Stuart Little. I had a picture of 2004 Derek Lowe queued up, ready to tweet out. And then he gave up the home run to DJ LeMahieu. And I said, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to rate this performance, because he did settle in after that. And it was contact, and it was a lot of guys. I mean, Toro has that diving catch. Like, there was still some loud outs. He was giving up. Romy had that play. He had to dive and knock down and flip to him. Like, that
was a sexy play. I haven't seen one like that in a minute.
Plays the Red Sox just don't make, like, any of them. So Campbell had a crazy play. Everyone was making fucking crazy plays.
They were acting nuts out there. They were acting different. For no reason at all. They're like, it's Dobbins night. We got to get this for him.
Well, it does feel like the players responded as well, because it was 2-0. And then Campbell, of all people, ties it up 2-2. And then he gives it back 3-2. And then Narvaez goes. So like the team responded. And I was trying to figure it out last episode. Like, they aren't complete, like, roll over, pat my belly, even with the 1-run losses. They do have some fight in them. They're not getting blown out. Like, they have even Friday was a perfect game for them to just pack it in. They made it a contest, a watchable contest. They have a weird amount of fight in them. And so, like, it came from, I think, the wrong messenger. And I can't fully, he didn't embarrass himself, but I don't think Yankee fans are like, man, we're terrified to face Hunter Dobbins next time out. Like, I don't think they feel that way either. So it came from a weird place, but they responded to it.
I'm excited that Yankee fans just can't, like, because they were ready to, dance on his grave. Like, this was going to be a whole, like, the tweets were going to have no end, and he was going to be getting chirped like you wouldn't believe about going into the dugout. To that point, Coley, you mentioned earlier of, like, not feeling super great about it. I think neither side can really put their foot down and be like, yes, like, we got to him. Like, don't fucking disrespect us. And then we're over here like, man, like, yeah, he held his own. He was fine. So, like, neither side can really just be, like, firm and, like, yeah, fuck the other side. Like, you can't really do that. But at the end of the day, like, you give up that bomb, and to settle down at Yankee Stadium, regardless of whether this is the old Yankee Stadium or not. Obviously, it's not. The team, definitely not. It does have no, definitely not. It does have a weird amount of resolve. It's like a selective amount of fight. It's not, we're going to win this game. It's like, all right, we're going to make it a game again. You guys, the rotation doesn't like
winnings.
Yeah, the rotation's like, I want to, if it's not Crochet, they're like, I want us to lose tonight, boys. Whoever's on the bump, they're like, my goal's an L. And then the lineup's like, I don't know, that's not good for our salary. We should probably try to win this game. And that's where it ends up being basically every night. But the fact that they, won this the way they did after the first couple innings, I'm stunned that this game went the way it went. So obviously we can be excited about the result, but a little bit confused about how we got there.
It is a little confusing, but that's where I'm at. I'm just like, I was furious on Friday. I was being a negative Nancy on Saturday, and I think I was a little bit of a negative Nancy to start Sunday. Like, pretty much when Dobbins gave up. Of course,
it looked like it was going to be a bloodbath. It looked like it was about to be a blowout.
Yeah, but I didn't go that way. I think on Saturday, when it started off not so great, that's when I said blow it up, we're on to 2026. But when Dobbins gave up the homer to Judge, I was more like, that's why I wish he didn't say that. But I wasn't like, we're going to lose this game or the season's over.
The two things that kind of killed me with this Dobbins thing is that it was not referenced, to my knowledge, once his reasoning for the Yankees thing. It was just the quote. Like, the reasoning was his dad was a diehard Red Sox fan, and so he grew up like, fuck the Yankees. That's what I'm being told, so that's what I know. And I'm sure his dad's like, you're never going to play for the Yankees. So he's asked about it, and he's like, maybe I should just say that now. Of course, he should have not said it. Like, that should have, another trigger should have gone off, said, maybe let's save this, because now the entire stadium's going to know it, and it's going to be the whole broadcast. But I thought the context wasn't really included. It also sucks that we didn't hear how he said it. I would have loved to know, like, how he delivered that line, if it was more just kind of nonchalant than, like, really stepping down and being intentional about it. But either way, it's this could have gone way worse. Even just, not to get too big picture here, but for the trajectory of his career, like, I was getting a little dramatic with it before the game. So I'm like, I don't want this to be the thing this guy's known for, like, forever now. Like, there's a chance he gets rocked here.
That was on the table. That
was on the table here. Like you have a line like that, and then it happens to be Sunday Night Baseball. It's not like it's at a 1:00 game that blends in with all the other games. Like, this is the game, and it's the entire broadcast, and that stuff sticks with you. Instead, he gets to leave Yankee Stadium as, like, not the bad guy, you know. So I'm happy for him in that regard. But I hope lesson learned here, where you get to, you know, learn from your mistakes, but still leave with a win.
Was the Michael Pineda Pine Tar game Sunday Night Baseball?
No,
that was like it was Fox.
I was there, the Fenway one, right?
Oh no, yeah, it was Yankee Stadium.
It was. Well, he had multiple. No, he had multiples. He had two Pine Tar games, because he did have a Yankee Stadium one, and then the next week, I think at Fenway, he put the Pine Tar on again and got tossed. And I think it was like a Tuesday night.
Okay, yeah, because I think, like, when he got tossed, they were cutting to, like, his last time out, and he had, like, the pine tar all over his neck, and they were like, "Yeah, like,
I want to say the first
this
one was
fucking
a
idiot
game.
does this all the time."
If you look at this dickhead, he didn't learn at all, and this happened a week ago. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I still can't believe that. And Farrell was. I remember Farrell going to the ump. He's like, "I got it." I mean, he's got an entire bucket of pine tar on his neck. Like, we can't let this happen. But at least this isn't going to be attached to Dobbins like it could have been in a way worse way.
I don't think he's completely out of the woods.
No,
like,
he's
if
not.
He has a bad start against the Yankees, they'll bring that back up.
Yeah.
Unless it's going to be around. That line's not leaving. Like, everyone knows the quote now. So
unless, like, tomorrow he's like, "I was just kidding. I love the Yankees."
They're the only team I want to play for.
Yeah.
If after the game he was like, "It's all about the Mets, baby."
Yeah. I want to go to the Mets. What's up, Queens, baby? Hit a home run.
Yeah. Like, the Yankees are the only team he wants to play for, just like Brunt is the only workwear that Steve wants to wear, right?
Yes.
I know.
Obviously, dude.
Yep.
Of course, bro. I've been seeing that from the jump, man.
How long is the jump, you say?
It's long, bro. The jump, long.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing work boots used to mean sacrificing comfort or durability. If they felt good, they didn't last. If they lasted, they wrecked your feet. Brunt Workwear finally ended that trade-off, designing boots that withstand the toughest job sites while feeling as comfortable as your favorite sneakers. Founder Eric Gerard grew up blue-collar and started Brunt after his friends in the trades encouraged him to start a workwear brand that was really built for them. That's why all Brunt products are named after the guys he grew up with. That's a really nice touch, by the way. I like nice touches. And he cares about his people enough that he's going to name the products after his people. That's awesome. Yeah. These might be the most comfortable work boots on the planet. They sent them to us. They are the most comfortable boots on the planet. But they also deliver real performance on the job. Whether you need waterproof, safety, toe, or soft toe, pull on or lace up, they've got you covered. They're so confident these boots will blow you away that they even let you try it on the job risk-free for a limited time, folks. Our listeners get $10 off at Brunt with code SECTION10 at checkout. Just head to bruntworkwear.com and use code SECTION10 and you're all set. And after you buy, do us a favor. When they ask you where you heard about Brunt, tell them it was your favorite show, Section 10, that sent you there. Again, bruntworkwear.com. That's BRUNT workwear.com. Use code SECTION10. That is Section 10. Yep. Jerry, just to let you know, Brunt didn't just make a durable work boot. They reinvented comfort for the hardest workers out there. So for the last time, $10 off at Brunt if you go to bruntworkwear.com and use code Section10.
Whew. I'm kind of upset that T's not here because I think those Taikus really would have hit tonight.
I know it is. No T after Sox Yanks is tough, but again, he has that issue with his nuts. So.
Yeah, he's got the what do they call it? Monkey nuts, something like that.
The Saturday coup was as good as they get too.
Why doesn't Steve do them then?
What?
Why isn't you fucking heard what I just said? I said, why doesn't Steve read Tyler's Taikus so that the audience isn't robbed?
I'm not reading Tyler's Taikus. That feels so wrong. No, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. This feels very wrong.
Why?
T, I don't want to do this.
Why?
I don't want to do it. That's out of respect to T. That's T's thing. I'm not going to read his
You're
coos.
disrespecting him by having his work go to waste.
This feels wrong.
Steve, I mean,
Jesus Christ. Now I'm actually gonna play T and like try to find these. This is fitting. I better not get fucking booted for this.
I'm not gonna suspend you. I mean,
okay. Dobbins backed it up. Narvaez trade, another dub. It's Toro time, bub.
He's going out of order. I don't want to toss, but he is going out of order.
He tweets so much. Okay. Romy, the homie. Crochet struggled? Baloney. A New York story. A series of Taikus by Tyler Melkin.
yeah. I mean, that was pretty good. I thought you did a really good job there, Steve.
Thank you. I was nervous. Actually, that's fitting. I was like nervous because I was trying to find it, and like that's T. Like
now you're gonna have sympathy for him the next time that happens to him, which will probably be the next time.
Not really, because like I know I do weather, so like I have the weather ready. Like he still seems stunned every time you start playing that music. Like he should know by now that those are coming up. I think T's gotten better at it. By the way, I probably had my biggest boom sauce reply in a long time.
Oh, what'd you say?
And it was to Tyler. Oh, and I didn't want to do this to you, but you kind of made me do it to you because he keeps bringing up the time I said he smelled like shit.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel bad because I'm like, Tyler doesn't smell like shit. He just smelled like shit that one time. I think he smelled bad that one time, but now every time he does the ad read, he's going to bring it up. But yeah, I kind of had to boom sauce him, and I feel like it was a pretty good boom sauce.
Someone just said, all right, so I tweeted the video of the kid pumping the ketchup, and this dude said, that's nice. So a person has to clean this stupid ass mess. Great job promoting this. I am not shocked though. Look at who your former boss was. I don't mind if you take a shot at Dave, but I said, it's going on top of napkins, you dumbass. And then he said, guess what, dumbass? You think they're going to clean? Nope, they're going to leave it, dumbass. You pick up the napkins, dumbass. And then the
textbook dumbass off.
We're having a dumbass off, dude. I've never seen a dumbass off like this in my life.
But then the hammer. I hope someone shits on some napkins at Fenway.
No dumbass? They didn't finish with dumbass? That's bad.
No, they conceded. They conceded. Boom sauce.
Yeah.
Easily a win for you if they didn't finish with dumbass.
I hope someone shits on napkins at Fenway. That's immature. The Yankees take 2 out of 3 at Fenway, and some dudes just shitting on a pile of napkins. Like,
that's very rough.
Yeah, that doesn't even that's not even like a bit. That's a crime, brother.
No, and then also like where would you be shitting? It's just on napkins.
On napkins,
so you'd have to like get up there. If you stood up there where the ketchup is and just start pooping, like that image is gonna look crazy.
Not even like on napkins, but on like on top of like the napkin dispenser or something.
Oh, you got to get so up there to do that.
Perched up there like a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Perched up there like the Angels catcher. My goodness. You see those screenshots? You guys saw that video, obviously, right?
Huh?
The John Boy breakdown of the stealing signs or whatever the fuck. It's like, you saw that video, right?
Huh?
You guys didn't see the video of why do I blank on the first base coach, the Sox first base coach? with the scuffle with Tyler Anderson.
Robert Flores.
Robert Flores, the Red Sox first base coach. That whole, like, you didn't see the breakdown of what was going on there. I thought it was pretty fascinating.
What does this have to do with gargoyles, Steve? Land the plane.
I'm saying that he's perched up there like the catcher that was basically giving away the person that's pooping in this scenario. I hope this doesn't. No, Jared.
Steve, what? Culkin. All right, Steve, what does that kerfluffle before the game have to do with gargoyles?
Coley was like perched up there, and the thing that gave it away to Robert Flores that they were doing off speed or a heater was the catcher would go like way up there, like he would be standing very high, and that's how he knew what pitch was coming. That was the connection. Kieran Culkin.
I want to thank all the people who supported me this week.
I want to thank the people that supported me
for Kieran Culkin. Everyone was like, I have no idea who that is. I've never seen
Everyone knew who he was, but then didn't know the GIF. So I think we split this one. I think this is an even split.
No one knew who he was. No one has seen Secession.
Pete agreed with me, of all people.
That was crazy.
Seen that ever.
Yeah, that was
wild
crazy.
moment.
Yeah,
he's like, I side with Steve. I'm like, who the hell hacked Pete? This is crazy to see that.
The way my jaw hit the floor when I saw that was crazy.
That was your reply. Yeah.
I did say that.
Mm-hmm.
I did say that.
In my defense, real quick, and I don't, want to make this some long thing.
Yeah.
I made a line. I said a line that was incorrect. I said a line that was like, this is like the most famous GIF going right now. That's a lie. I was just trying to better my side, and that's not right. Like, I want to be honest and not just try to, make my case stronger. But Kieran Culkin, a lot of people know who Kieran Culkin is. So that's another thing I have to.
Coley, as a man who's worked in social media for many, many years, what would you say is the most popular GIF of all time?
Good transition.
The Homer Simpson backwards into the bushes GIF?
Yeah, that's
The Office. Oh my God, this is happening is big.
Mm-hmm. It has to be Crying Jordan. It has.
That's a meme.
Nothing.
Though.
No, Jared's right. I think it's Homer Simpson going into the bushes.
Oh,
I think
you're
that's
talking
number
GIFs?
one.
Yeah, just GIFs.
Jared was right.
I mean, that one's big.
I love the Jordan shrug like that.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Jordan has plenty of those as well. I mean, he's even got the one where he's like laughing on Oprah or whatever it is. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I used to use that one all the time.
Yeah.
Way too much. But that was a good one.
Shaq has a bunch.
Shaq laughing.
Shaq when he's eating the hot wing and does that. There's that one. There's the she's like a big time comedian now. I can't remember her name, but the chick who drinks the kombucha and she's like, I hate it. I love it. I hate it. Like, she does those four faces in one. That one's way up there. Fucking. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, you had a good one there. What do you got?
The Marcus Camby giving the fucking
that one's big. Wait, the Alonzo Mourning where he's like realizes something on the bench. That one went double platinum.
I love that's my favorite GIF. I have no idea who that guy is. I always search NBA SMH and it comes up.
It's Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah,
that's also you're typing way fewer letters, so you're getting there more efficiently.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Also, you got the James Harden one, Jared, where he's like,
slides off.
Yeah,
but that's in the Homer Simpson category going into the bushes. You know what I mean? Like if they were different verticals, that would be underneath that one. Mm-hmm. I mean, Russ has a million good GIFs, especially when
like the back of like, who the hell's this guy?
Yeah.
Russ has some really good ones. Like, brother, what? Like in the press conference, the faces is what sells.
The side profile, and it's like that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God, that blink. One's massive. Yeah, the blink guy.
Yeah, the blink.
Have you
ever
seen what that video comes from? I like my favorite thing is like almost the etymology of certain things. Like how the fuck did someone it's like a random video game stream where this guy's like a commentator and that's where that blinking guy comes from. Like so strange that someone cut that and it became so fucking big.
Yeah. No, I had no idea.
Cam Newton kind of going down. I kind of hate that one's
that wrong Cam Newton one. The one where Cam Newton's like that one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah. It sucks because LeBron has a really good one from the playoffs last year where someone courtside chirped him and he's like, ooh.
That's a good one.
I use that one.
I hate that I want to use it more, but I'm like, it is Bron.
That's a good one. LeBron saying it's about damn time.
True.
I use that one all the time.
He just does the smile.
I mean, not one, not two. Bron's got a lot of classic ones. Yeah. Let's talking GIFs with the 10.
Yeah.
There's a lot of GIFs.
There's a lot of GIFs. There's no denying that. Yeah. There's so many GIFs.
There's tons, but I think we got
the Jerry Superfan. That's a big one.
Oh, our guy Joe Kelly doing like the walking off, like that one's pretty good.
Yeah, that was big for a while.
That was more of a meme for me. I feel like I used it more as a still image than a GIF.
Sure, but it played in both leagues.
It was a switch hitter. I kind of like that it was, it could hit from both sides.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest case against Ohtani? He's not very GIFable, not very
what's
memeable.
The biggest Ohtani? Let me type in Ohtani GIF.
Probably him doing like the in second base.
Yeah, just okay.
Wait, do that again. Looking ripped, Jerry. There you go. Looking ripped. Not like this is anything new. The muscles are looking big.
Used to be fat. I'm on a diet. I haven't been eating.
There you go.
I haven't been eating shit food for a while, so I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it.
I don't think there's any big Ohtani GIFs. Just wanted to confirm real quick.
He has,
which is crazy.
The one of him nodding off in the dugout is going to become one in the ether, I think, at some point.
Yeah,
it's too new.
The Zach Galifianakis math one,
and with the numbers.
Roberts one, yeah, with all the numbers.
That one does numbers.
Oh, then there's the buddy on the canoe who just slowly smiles, like zooms in on him. That one was big too, but that's talking GIFs.
The guy in the woods just slowly nodding in approval.
Yeah.
Is he in a fucking canoe?
I believe he's in a canoe.
I think he's standing in the wilderness. I think he's by the water, but
there's definitely wilderness involved for sure.
Yeah.
You got Michael Jackson eating popcorn. That one's big.
Oh,
I like the Leo one where he's cheersing the Great Gatsby one.
That one's good. The squirrel, the dun dun dun. That one.
That one's classic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of GIFs.
There's a ton.
The Michael Scott No one. That one's big. I used to use that a lot.
Oh, the Michael Scott. Oh, fucking kill that one.
So I've added canoe. I don't know what he's holding, but I've always like there's water behind him.
I have always assumed he's canoeing.
I think he's on a pontoon boat.
He's creek adjacent at the absolute minimum.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Creek adjacent. Agreed.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. Correct. Yep. I love that one.
Red Sox win 11-7.
Red Sox win 11-7. I want to see. Because if you send it out, it's like it tells you like what your frequently used GIFs. Oh, the fucking Grinch. That
Grinch smile.
Yeah.
Yep. The Grinch. I use that one a lot. I used Judge Judy's eye roll a lot. She's just like,
that one's good.
This fucking idiot.
Oh, my favorite Michael Scott one is when he like slowly pans, looks at the camera, and just walks away. Like that one works for the Red Sox a lot.
Oh, this guy.
What?
I know you don't know his name.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. That one's mad. That one might be the answer, honestly.
Yep.
I still think it's Homer.
I think it's Homer too.
Homer one's huge.
Dr. Evil.
Homer's huge. No kidding. It.
Dr. Evil using the air quotes.
That one's big.
The
Denzel.
That one.
Oh yeah, the Denzel. Like, oh, you got me. Yeah, that one.
Denzel's got a few. Denzel's got some heaters.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of faces.
I use Paul Heyman's reaction to the Undertaker's streak ending a lot.
Oh yeah.
Drewski's got a lot of them.
Yeah. Drewski's got a lot.
I use the 50 Cent. What'd you say fuck me for? I use that a lot.
What do you say fuck me for?
Elmo.
For the current version
Elmo
of Twitter,
shrugging.
Elmo's got a lot.
Yeah. The coach of the 1980 Olympic hockey team screaming again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, my number one most frequently used is not a popular one, but it's Snoopy on the roof in the rainstorm.
That's like a Coley GIF now.
Sure.
If anyone else used that, I'd be like, that's copyright. You can't do that.
Yeah, like you basically made that a part of your brand.
But I mean, that's just total devastation. He can't. He's not moving for nothing. That's how devastated he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do save it for the things that match that. I'll definitely give you that. Like it was Tatum. It's like, I got to do it.
I mean, what else am I? I'm not going to use it then. I'm not going to use it at all.
Yeah, it's literally nothing else you can use it on.
Yeah.
Kobe's got a few. Him saying soft.
There was a Kobe one I used to use all the time.
Oh, the
some dude. What?
The flinch one.
Yeah, the Matt Barnes.
Oh, yeah, the Matt Barnes flinch. Yeah. There was a Kobe one where somebody from their bench did like posterize someone at a ridiculous rate. And Kobe, the game was a bloodbath. Game was over. So Kobe's on the bench with everybody, and they're looking up at the big screen like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a classic one.
Yeah. I know ball in terms of GIFs.
Sure.
I know all the NBA GIFs. Use them all the time.
GIFs are different on Twitter now, by the way. They're different. The quality is lower because this app is a disaster.
Well, it's because they use Giphy.
True, but you can't like bring GIFs. Like if you save a GIF and then you tweet it out, the quality goes down big time. I hate it.
Really?
Time.
Yeah, I've noticed. I don't GIF much anymore.
I used to only GIF. Like I used to have this device that would record the TV. It was this big fucking box. I would have to like GIFs, record my cable box and then have that file and then have this other app that Pete showed me. How it was like GIF Brewery or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I had to take the fucking video file, convert it to a GIF, and then tweet it, only to have Twitter be like, "We're deleting your account if you do this again."
But wouldn't you tweet it from your burner so that it wouldn't then kill your account?
No.
You used to post videos from another account
Vine.
so that yours wouldn't get on Vine, right? Yeah, the Vines.
Yeah, so that was
Vine
different.
was a special time.
Yes.
Vine was a very special time.
Like Vine, I would just straight up take my phone and film my TV, and then like you could not put out highlights faster than me. Like I was NASA.
It was quick.
Like Poppy's hitting a home run, I'm zooming in on my TV and I'm putting it out, and that's it. Like it was the fastest highlight you've ever seen in your life. Like I wasn't, and then only until like that was like 2015, and then I think 2016 was when I was recording it and then putting edits into it. Like when I was doing like the Dave O'Brien swears.
Oh yeah, that one's fucking gone. It's a classic, the PD one.
Yeah, that one. And then I was like adding like whatever dance the outfielders were doing. I was adding the music to the dance, like the Carlton dance. And I want to say like was it Benintendi? Was doing Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm. You're posting Michael Jackson songs? There was no regard for the copyright stuff if we're putting Michael Jackson stuff. Yeah, true. Yeah. If they pulled it, they would pull the Vine. It's not like your account, I don't think would get bopped, right?
And with Vine, it was like these are Vines. Like, hold on.
And that's the most important thing. That's right. Fucking have it. That's right.
That's where Let's Fucking Have It started from. Yeah.
What a classic.
Shake that shit up, boys. Hey,
this is back when they like won division titles and whatnot.
Baseball games.
I know.
Yeah.
Does feel vintage, just the idea of them celebrating.
What I loved about Vine because
back at the wall, it is gone. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, I can't play Michael Jackson on this podcast.
No,
definitely
not.
No. And who knows what Fleming's got queued up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's going to be 10 minutes, respectfully.
Yeah. But I would get a Vine account taken down every day when I was running the Barstool account because it was just super illegal. But one thing that no website in the world does anymore, or really before that, they would let you sign up for Vine without a real email address.
Right.
Like,
you could put
now, if you tried to sign
Stevie's little peepee at gmail.com and they'd be like, come on.
You wouldn't even have to do the @gmail.com. Like you could just write anything. And they were like, cool, good, works with us. Here you go. Start uploading. Like
it's crazy that it didn't work out. Like every 8 days, I would just get a notification like your account's been terminated for copyright. And it's like, oh well.
Yeah. Oh well.
It takes me about 3 seconds to make a new one.
Type my name in. I got a new account. Here we go.
Yeah. Speaking of accounts, the 10 on Cameo has been quite the experience.
Hell of a time.
Yeah.
I think the audio we heard earlier was actually Craig Breslow, but the one that you did that was a completely different video.
Yeah.
Was just a masterpiece. I mean, you were totally right. Hashtag Jared was right about Tyler.
I was right.
I mean, this app's built for him. I still can't believe the lack of confidence he had about that. No, 100. No, it's built for us. But I'm just saying, like, I think we all knew it was going to be good for the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I fully thought about how many people are going to post these videos on Twitter.
Yeah.
I thought it was more like this is going to be a great direct connection between us and the listeners. Now it's like, oh my, this is endless content for us to post in the handle. It's incredible.
Yeah. I didn't know exactly what to expect, which is why I probably put it off for so many years where, you know, the people at Cameo were like, you guys got to do this. And I was like, we're not. And, but now, they've got T saying the most wild shit. Like, where is this fucking video? I don't even know if I can play the whole thing. But
the 07 one?
No, the fuck, marry, kill that he did with us.
Oh, classic.
I don't even know.
Yeah, just play it.
I don't even know. It's long though. Isn't it like 5 minutes?
What do you mean you don't know if you can play it? No, I don't think it's that bad.
It's 5 minutes. It's got to be.
It's not 5 minutes.
It's got to be. Do you have it?
I'll send it to you. It's 2.5. That's not that bad, especially for him.
I got it. Shout out to Bones.
Preston, what's up, my guy? This is a great question. The fuck, marry, kill, Jared, Stephen, Coley. I've thought about this a lot. It's not because I don't love Martha or anything like that, but if there's ever a world where it's just the three of us, I want to be ready. First off, I'm killing Steve. I'm murking the fuck out of him. I have to annihilate his life. He can't exist anymore. And I have no other reason besides him saying I smelled like shit that one day. I love Steve. He's actually one of the most creative people I think I've ever been around in any setting. Like, if you watch this guy come up with content ideas when you're at a game or anything like that, it blows your mind. Like, everyone's always trying to think of different stuff you can make or what might look good on social media. It's like Steve doesn't run out of ideas and he doesn't have to try either. One of the craziest things, but also one of the coolest parts about being around him, because he makes the people around him better, like with each.
Steve is one of the most creative guys ever. He makes everyone around him better. And for that reason, I'm killing this motherfucker.
This guy couldn't have been nicer by killing me. Yeah. Incredible.
Coley, I'm marrying. I don't have to think much about that at all. Fatherly dude. Pops out multiple kids, so I know he's fertile. I want a bunch of kids. I need to have a full infield. I need kids playing baseball. I want a team. These kids are going to have the athletic ability that I never had. Also, if I'm piping Coley down, I'm getting the height too. I'm 5'10". My dad was 5'7". So somehow I've beat the gene pool. My mom's like 5'3". So I got height that was on my dad's brother's side. But yeah, if I get with Coley, I'm mixing our genes. We're having kids. He's fertile, so I'm going to pop a bunch of them out here. And I know he's going to take good care of the kids because, no offense, like, that's a lot to worry about. I don't know if I'm ready to be a dad yet, but I know Coley's ready to be a dad, and he's going to take care of Tyler Jr. You know, I haven't really thought about some of the other names, maybe T-Dog Jr. Maybe just it's like Tyler 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be Tylo with an A if we have any girls. But I'm open to all possibilities, but I think we'd have a nice marriage. And for Jared, we're fucking, dog. We're definitely fucking. Jared and me, similar height, so if there's any activities or anything we're doing, we line up really well. You know, if someone's tall and someone's short, it can be a little uncomfortable to get freaky with them, but I think me and Jared should be on the same playing field there. I've also known Jared the longest out of everyone, so that intimate connection, we should be able to find it pretty quickly. And I said it on last night's pod. Thick individual, very underrated thickness. And it's not just upper body, whatever it may be. We know what the arms are. He's been working on the legs. He's working on the quads. I see it. I would never tell him that because I don't want to boost his ego up. But yeah, I'm fucking Jared, and I think we're having a great time while we're doing it. But Preston, I'm happy I could share this intimate moment with you. I'm scared that other people are going to find out about this, but it's how I honestly feel. All right, Preston, I appreciate you, bro. Be good, man.
Shout out to Preston Lambert for booking T on Cameo and getting that. I mean, that flowed out of his mouth a little bit too smoothly. Like
way too smooth.
He really has given it a lot of thought as to who would fit where and why. There was no like, oh man, like he was not weighing his options. He was just like, bang, bang, bang. Here it is, and here's why.
The getting killed part, I'm not surprised at. I thought he was going to lean into more that we were like barking at each other out of the gate. When we brought Section 10 back, T and I were not on a great standing, honestly. I think we were just kind of dogs trying to pee on their territory and figure out where we were going to be at. Now I friggin' love T. T's the best. So that was a super complimentary thing for him to say about the content and all that. Didn't think that's where it was going after he said he wanted to annihilate my life. But that's Tyler for you, man. And even at the end, classic T. It's like, Preston, you're the best. Kind of sort of hope you don't like put this out there.
Yeah. I hope no one this sees is just this.
For you. And then Preston, who's been a loyal follower of Section 10 for a long time, is like, you know what? This deserves to go out there. And if anything, I think that's gotten T a lot more videos too. He was already going to crush, but now here's the example of what you're going to get from Tyler Milliken. Why would you not want this? He's
drowning in videos. The dude from Cameo said, I think he was the 15th most booked person on the entire website, whatever it was, 3 days ago, Thursday, something like that.
It's
Thursday
absurd.
or Friday.
There's thousands of people on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why he's not here today. He's a millionaire now.
He can quit the show now.
Yeah, true. That's him, Jake. They made their money.
The 15th most booked person on Cameo was Tyler Milliken. I love it. I love it. I love it.
He deserves it.
He does. He does. But yeah, I think it's just cameo.com and then you type in Section 10 and it'll pull
/T.
And it'll pull up the entire roster that we have on there. And I told T, I was like, you know, if you're drowning them, you can like set a limit. Like it's like I only want 50 today. like once it gets to 50, you like aren't available for booking anymore. But he's just powering through. He's powering through. I've had some cool ones. I always appreciate like any type of like, you know, thought-provoking question. And yeah, everyone's been really nice on there so far. I've gotten a couple, like my friend's a Yankee fan. He hates you, so roast him. So I've really enjoyed those because I'm inspired by MJF. He's a wrestler in AEW. And all of his cameos are like, hey, Steve, heard you're a fan of mine, you piece of shit. Your friend Derek says, you know, you've got a birthday this weekend. I could not care less. Like those are all of his cameos. And then he just always signs off by being, you know, have a good birthday or whatever and go fuck yourself. So I'm just pretty much channeling my inner MJF whenever I get a Yankee fan request. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Do I have one? Oh, this one. So I'm wearing. Well, I actually this one didn't get posted yet, so I don't want to put that one out there. This one.
Yeah, there we go.
This one's been posted. And play.
Hey, what's up, Jake? You fucking dickhead. I heard from your buddy Zach that you're a huge Yankee fan and that you've hated me since my Barstool days. That's awesome, man. I really appreciate that. As a thank you to you for all your support, I did want to show you some of these because I know that, you know, you probably, I don't even know how old you are, but you probably don't remember the 2009 one. But this one was 04. I don't know if you remember that season, but biggest collapse in sports history with I was actually at Game 4. It was an awesome time. Then they did it again in 07. That one was pretty cool. That's like Tyler Milliken's favorite one for some reason. For me, not really. I'm not like a big 07 guy. I mean, I love Papelbon and all that. But then they did it again in 13. They've got that one. And then this one was my favorite. This one, you remember that one. That was when they eliminated the Yankees in the division series. Had an awesome time. I know you referenced the Barstool days, but that's when I was able to do this during the parade. Did you see the parade? Oof. Parade was sick. No, I had an awesome time. This. Parade was cool. I actually I was getting to, do some of this, Red Sox winning the World Series, slamming some beers and all that. No, it was fun. It was fun. I'm sure, you as a Yankee fan that doesn't like me, I'm sure that you'll have that opportunity to do that someday. Also, I heard that you're a big Jeter guy and you don't like Nomar, so I actually prepared some numbers for you about how Nomar is actually better than Jeter. We're just talking peaks here because obviously, Jeter was able to stay healthier for longer, but this is just from 1997 through 2003. Who had the higher wins above replacement? Well, that would be Nomar with 41.1. Who had the higher batting average? That would be Nomar, 325. Better slugging percentage? That would be Nomar at 557. Best OPS? That would be Nomar at 929. OPS plus? That would be Nomar at 135. How about singles? Jeter. It was Jeter because that's all he really did was hit singles. How about doubles, though? That would be Nomar, 270. How about triples? Showing off that speed. That would be Nomar with 44 of those. How about home runs? Jeter hit a lot of big home runs, right? That's actually Nomar with 169. Total bases. Obviously, Jeter. Just kidding. It was Nomar, 2,075. How about RBI? I mean, those Yankee lineups were crazy. Jeter was probably driving in runs left and right. No, that was Nomar, 653. And then top 10 MVP finishes. The writers, they love the Yankees. So obviously, Jeter gets that one. Just kidding. It was Nomar with 5. So the only thing that Jeter was able to beat Nomar in during their peak seasons of 97 through 2003 was singles. So suck on that and go fuck yourself. Hey, what's up, Jake?
Wait, play the beginning again real quick. That first line's wonderful.
Hey, what's up, Jake? You fucking dickhead. I heard from your buddy Zach that
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. So the more content that we get to create out of it, the better. Very excited for that.
I know I did say send in any request possible, and then Paxton just said lampshade ? Because we mentioned the lamps in the butt and all that. Yeah, so I got to do that one after this. I'll put a lamp in my butt. But yeah, we'll accept any requests. That was what Jared said at the start, and we're keeping it going.
Yeah. Okay.
Klarks Ketchup Series MVP. Series MVP.
The Klarks Ketchup Series MVP brought to you by Klarks Ketchup. Drizzle that ketchup. Man, it's gonna be a tight race. I don't know. Like OB didn't answer. He must have been sleeping. I don't know. I think we got Loomer, we got Fleming, we got Hogdale, we got TC. I think Middlebrooks is on the audio submission. And we have Jemai. I mean, Tyler should know that, all right, I can't make it tonight, but here's my fucking vote. So you know what?
Tough on T.
That's fine. You're busy. You can't make it. I get it. You have a real job. That's fine. That's fine. We make this guy cameo famous. He's swimming in fucking $100 bills. You can't even take the 2 seconds to send in your Klarks Ketchup Series MVP vote. Do you want to lose your vote, Tyler? You want to fucking lose your vote? Because that's the road that you're going down right now, buddy. Talk about disrespect after the Red Sox win a series against the Yankees of all teams. This is a Yankees ketchup we're talking about. It is not a right. It is a privilege to vote for ketchup. It is not a right. It is a privilege. Right, Steve?
It is a privilege, of course.
Yeah.
This doesn't get handed out.
No. going to be an interesting one. Very excited to see where it goes because I don't know where we're going right now. But I do know that I'm going to be asking Steven Peralt for the first vote for Ketchup.
Yeah, this was a really tricky one. Honestly, this was a kind of bizarre series. The fact that they won this, I didn't see it coming after how it started. I don't normally like doing this and giving one to a guy that also includes games that didn't happen in this series, but more the vibe of what he's done to the team factors into my vote a little bit here. In this series, he had a 1571 OPS, and he had the game-winning, what ended up being the game-winning home run in the finale, the run that was one more than what the Yankees finished up with after adding a couple runs in the bottom of the ninth. My Klarks Ketchup Series MVP is a guy that has outperformed what I expected. Goes to Abraham Toro.
Wow. Abraham Toro with the first vote. The McMahon.
So I think a ton of packets need to be passed out for certain. Christian Campbell, back packet. Abe Toro playing both corners, hitting the piss out of the ball. Multiple packets. I think Romy Gonzalez gets some packets. I think TS10 gets a lot of packets for what he did. 5 steaks Saturday. Big. I don't even know if that ball's landed yet, the one he hit tonight.
No chance.
Guy's been doing it big for the team, but nobody, and I mean nobody, has done it bigger than the captain, Carlos Narvaez.
Wow.
3-run shot tonight that really was like, hey, we're not losing this fucking game. I don't really care what they're gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do here, and that's that. But more so, he gets it because Saturday, I don't know if you guys saw the umpire scorecard, he was stealing us strikes all over the place, and we have not had a catcher do that really in my lifetime. No one has been able to frame the way he's been framing. And on a night where Crochet was getting hit, touched up a little bit, a lot of those 9 punchies, yeah, Crochet is filthy, but him and Narvaez are really a perfect battery together. The home run today was just icing on the cake, so I'm going Carlos Narvaez.
Wow. Wow. That's 1 vote Abraham Toro, 1 vote Carlos Narvaez. Now it's to me. And I feel like I'm not trying to, I don't care about being right with Ketchup. I don't care about being right with Ketchup. I care about being right every other regard.
Just Ketchup, yeah.
With Ketchup, I'm voting from the heart. I'm voting with what I feel. And on Saturday, the 2 bases loaded hits for 5 ribbies. That's such a huge win Saturday to set you up for Sunday. And then Sunday, TS10 puts that ball into the fucking bleachers. 5th deck. The 5th deck. As part of back-to-back home runs with Abraham Toro, who, you can't hit back-to-back if you don't hit the first one. And so a big packet to Abraham Toro. But TS10 making it back-to-back home runs. That's such a mushroom stamp on the Yankees' forehead. It wasn't just about beating them on Sunday. It was about saying, you're not good. You're not that good. It was about the beatdown. It was about demoralizing them. It was about embarrassing them. And you know who helped do that? It was TS10. TS10 put the Red Sox in the win column on Saturday. TS10 mushroom stamped the Yankees on Sunday. So that's why in my heart of hearts, I got to go TS10. My vote for Klarks Ketchup Series MVP. So that's 1 vote Abraham Toro, 1 vote Carlos Narvaez, and 1 vote TS10. We're down a cake, we're down to Jake, and we're down a T. So it's on to the panel where we check in with our guy, Hogdale. I have no idea what Hogdale is going to say, if we're being honest. I have no idea
what anyone's going to say.
Yeah.
It has always been fuck the Yankees. What's up, boys? Good to see you. We're back. We're Drizzling Ketchup. Sox take 2 of 3 against the New York Yankees in a series that you can actually feel pretty fucking good about. Genuinely. Some real positive developments in this game. Hopefully something that you can use to build some momentum off of, how many times we said that this time this year? I'm not going to think about any of the negatives, though. Like, listen, ketchup packets galore tonight. Christian Campbell gets packets. It looks like he's finally starting to get himself out of his slump. Every person who said that he should be sent down is brain dead, dumb, stinky, poop brain. Holy shit. We can't be the fan base that is clamoring and begging for rookies to come up at every turn. And then the second one struggles, demanding he gets thrown down into the fucking dungeon, never to be seen again. Gotta be smarter than that, guys. Gotta be smarter than that. My other guy getting packets, a guy who, I really wanted to give him ketchup, but I think one guy slightly outperformed him. Abraham Toro, it's another series where just consistently great. He had hits in all 3 games. Home run in this game. Clutch moments. I couldn't fathom he would ever be this good. I said before, I thought this guy was going to be a scrub, thought he was going to be a bum. But instead, this year, he's like a better Tom Smith. So I like what we've gotten from Abraham Toro. My Klarks Ketchup Series MVP vote is going to the guy who I believe I casted for last time. I think he's earned it again. Trevor Story, man. Another series where he's coming through in clutch situations that he just simply was not coming through in for the majority of this season to this point. Bases juiced, hits a bases clearing double, had a home run today's game. Trevor Story was absolutely excellent in this series. He's getting my Klarks Ketchup Series MVP vote. Appreciate you, boys. Have a good one. And as always, fuck the Yankees.
Thank you, Hogdale. So that's 2 votes. TS10, 1 vote Toro, 1 vote Narvaez. To the panel, we remain. Loomer Loney says, damn, I think I'm back on Story. Story it is. 3 for Story. Tom Karen. Let's go with Christian Campbell.
Ooh, interesting.
1 vote Toro, 1 vote Campbell, 1 vote Narvaez, 3 votes Story. OB did not respond. Jemai. I've got to give this vote to the man who was the most consistent offensive player in their lineup. I'm giving my vote to the Raging Bull, Abraham Toro.
Let's go, Jemai.
I know everyone else is going to go Story, and I wanted to, but had to go under the hood for this one. He's earned it. I'm very interested in seeing how this plays out. Jemai's very into the ketchup voting, which I love about him.
As well, everyone on the panel should be.
I agree. And that's not to say that everyone else isn't, but I know it. I know it from Jemai. So that's.
I got one from OB here. It says his vote for the ketchup is big sloppy box.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 1 for BSB.
Yep. That's 3 votes Story, 2 votes Toro, 1 vote Narvaez, 1 vote Campbell.
1 BSB.
1 for Big Sloppy Box. I believe that takes us to our audio submission from Will Fleming. Because we got Jemai, Middlebrooks and Fleming are on there. No OB, TC's in, Hogdale's in. Yeah. All right. Here it is.
Toro could steal this still.
He could.
Good.
Bum bum ba na 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 da da na 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 da da na na na. Start spreading the motherfucking news. There's nothing copyrighted about that.
No.
At least not in my terrible voice. What a night, what a weekend. The Red Sox beat the Yankees. It's time to drizzle. Along with Brooksy, Will, I would not have thought 7 runs in the first 2 innings of this series. We'd be here right now. But this really was an all-around total onslaught, and it is fucking awesome to kick the Yankees in the teeth.
Oh, shit. They needed it bad in a big way, right? There's been a lot of, there's no way around it. There's been a lot of bad baseball lately. And you're coming in here thinking, all right, this team's rolling. They've been winning just about every series they play. They're pitching, they're hitting, they're playing defense. It's just not a good matchup. Guess what? In this rivalry, none of that fucking matters. Not one bit. Right. And these guys needed it. They needed a kick in the ass. They needed an extra spark. Injuries or not, young guys or not, these guys were up for the rivalry, and they did their job.
They totally were. And, of course, not to channel my inner Carl Ravitch, but Hunter Dobbins added a little extra spice to this thing, but they overcame it. I mean, he gives up the 2-run homer to Judge. I thought tonight was particularly impressive, Will, because it could have gone the other way. Dobbins settled in, and the offense really picked him up.
Yeah, look, I love the confidence. I love kind of sparking the attitude. It is coming from a young guy who's never pitched here before, and I think the Aaron Judge home run was the most expected thing we've seen this year. I mean, that's just how he's a freak of nature. You knew if he got anything even close to the zone, he was going to hit it out of the ballpark. So they needed it. The offense did go off. And I think, who knows if there was a meeting between offensive players and discussions that went on saying, you know what, if these starting pitchers are having issues and they're giving up runs, let's just take this motherfucker over.
Yeah.
21 runs the last 2 games. The Ketchup coming here. There are a lot of people to talk about. And I think maybe it might be kind of close. I want to throw a packet to Alex Bregman and his mustache for shaving in between innings when things looked like they were going south. I think Carlos Narvaez, a pimp coming back to Yankee Stadium. That was a huge home run tonight. Garrett Crochet probably should have thrown 7 shutout innings. And obviously there are guys to pick from all up and down. Christian Campbell, a couple hits yesterday, big bomb tonight. You can sprinkle your own packets if you'd like, Will. And then where are we going with Ketchup here today?
Toro had a phenomenal series, but I think in the spots that Trevor Story had the bases loaded double, they were down. That puts him up big. Get a little breathing room with the homer today. He gets 2 more hits today. 5 RBI night, obviously, in game 2. It's close between him and Toro, but I'm going to go Trevor Story here. I got to go T-Story.
I think so. I mean, look, Abraham Toro's been a revelation. This Red Sox season would be nowhere the last couple weeks without him. I know they're losing. I know they're still under 500. Toro's been awesome, and he picks huge spots. Again, huge love to all those other guys. But, it's also, to me, this one is not only about just this weekend. This team can only be what they want to be if Trevor Story delivers, and he did this weekend.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, that's a great point, but also, how long has it been since we've had to go, man, there's 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 guys. Who is this? Packet. Okay, we'll go with this guy. That means you were banging and you were scoring runs, and that's what they got to do if they want to win.
I also have to give a packet to Hunter Dobbins to just laying his balls on the table. I absolutely love that. I hate to say it, a mini packet to Aaron Judge. The guy is the best player on earth. It was unbelievable to watch him. I know we're not supposed to talk about that, but it's even more impressive the Red Sox overcame him here this weekend. The Klarks Ketchup Series MVP is Trevor motherfucking Story.
He did it again. What?
You give a packet to Aaron Judge.
That's fine. I'm fine. He still nailed it. The Klarks Ketchup Series MVP is none other than TS10 Trevor Story. And does that mean he stands alone? Is that his 3rd?
He does not stand alone because I had to update this from the last one. That is his 2nd. That is Trevor Story's 2nd. I got to make sure I'm not messing this one up, too, because I messed up the Bregman one last time. I think that is his 3rd because he got an early one.
And then with you?
You should toss me for this. I should get a suspension
because I caught it soon. If you confuse me, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Because I
know what the issue is. I'm not going to say it on here, but I know what the issue is.
What's the issue?
No, we're gonna fix it as a team. We're gonna fix it. It's fine. The leader in Klarks Ketchup Series MVPs this year.
What is so secretive about Ketchup?
I'm copying over the wrong standings. That's why I'm copying it over from the wrong series notes, and so I haven't updated the standings yet. That's the issue. But the leader's Trevor Story with 3. Alex Bregman's got 2. Jaron Duran 1. Willier 1. Garrett 1. Bullpen 1.
What if The guy that everyone was saying, designate this dude for assignment, it'll make the team better, has more Klarks Ketchup Series MVPs than anyone else on the team this year.
That's absurd.
That's who y'all want gone?
And we were never out on him. I think that's something we need to reiterate. Like, we believed the entire way.
We've always believed. And he's proven us right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Coley?
This happens every year, and every year it looks worse. Devers has 0. Comfortably the best player on the team, like by a lot.
Yeah, that is actually kind of crazy now that you say it like that.
I thought
Rafael
he got
Devers
one.
has no series MVPs.
You just read off all, and we know how Steve's
information.
This is off. Shit. You have to cook me. You have to cook me.
I'm pretty sure Devers got one.
I don't think he has one. I don't remember.
He does. And I did this I had the same rant last year. It's like, it's insane Devers has so few.
No, I think he does have one.
If I've messed this up, you have to toss me. I mean,
if you messed this one up, yeah. Who? Yeah, dude. What
yeah, he does have one. He does have one.
Like, what? I know he had one. He got one against the Royals. Yeah, TS10 was the last one against the Braves.
Right.
The bullpen got it against the Mets. Devers got it against the Royals. Bregman got it against the Rangers. Duran got his against the Guardians. TS10 against the White Sox. Bregman against the Rays. Willier against the Cardinals. Yeah. Crochet against the O's. And that's it.
Yeah. That is it. I got to clean it up. I don't know. My count's terrible. I got no excuses. It's been bad.
It's right here.
Right where?
The fucking Klarks Ketchup fucking Instagram, dude.
.com.
Yeah, right. Klarks.
Do you not follow Klarks Ketchup on Instagram?
Of course I do. I share those posts all the time.
So how's the information so bad, Steve?
Yeah, it is all right here. No, I don't have excuse. Again, hand up. Like I've fucked this up bad, like multiple times, and I care about like specifics and being right about this stuff and delivery. I'm Stevie Stats. Like I can't be messing this up. It's bad.
You can't be, but you are, man.
I know. I know. I'll be better. I got to be better. It's okay.
Shit.
It's not.
Well, congrats to TS10 on his 3rd Klarks Ketchup Series MVP.
It's wild.
More than anyone else on the
second
team.
Or third. The numbers are still being the polls stay in line.
I'm not going to confirm anything or deny anything. I need to get these numbers right because there's a chance it's his second. No, I'm kidding. It's his third.
Well, can you confirm that we have a promo code that goes with Ethos for our listeners at home?
100%, brother. I'm going to talk to you about Ethos before I tell you the promo code.
Please.
A lot of us know that we need life insurance to protect our family's financial future if anything happens to us. And one of the biggest excuses for putting it off might be that you think it's too expensive. But Jared, with Ethos, you can get affordable life insurance easily online. You love Ethos, right, Jared? I know Breggy
I've always
does.
loved Ethos. Yeah, I've been an Ethos guy even before they started sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah, you used to say that all the time. The traditional life insurance process is complicated, but Ethos has made it easy and fast. Life insurance is more affordable than you think. With Ethos, you can get a free quote and customize a rate that fits your budget. You can get up to $3 million in coverage. Some policies, I love this part, some policies as low as $2 a day, billed monthly. That's beautiful. Lock in your rate today since premiums can go up as you age. Ethos makes it fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. No medical exam required. You just answer a few health questions 100% online. Get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. You can get some same-day coverage without ever leaving your house. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help find the right coverage for them. Ethos has 4.8 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot with over 24,000 reviews. That's a lot of reviews. So listen up, folks. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote today at ethos.com/section10. That is ethos.com/section10.
When I go to Stop and Shop, I can cross off everything that's on my list.
Incoming! Stop and shop. Look ahead. Stop and shop.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop, we look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop, we look ahead.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
What's better than having to stop and shop, getting it done for all of you?
Nothing, Poppy. There's nothing better than that. The Stop and Shop look ahead brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right the fuck now. And you can get 10 cents off each tangerine when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop with the promo code Section 10, which you can only use inside the store. I can't believe that we haven't heard from Stop and Shop.
It's actually insane. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're talking about because we have a partnership with them. And
I'm saying like they don't reach us to us directly. They go through like an agency.
It is true. Yeah. Especially with the amount of tangerines that are going out of that place.
They
it's
can't
like we are selling so many tangerines for you guys. Come on. It's a little respect. That's all.
I don't know. We appreciate the partnership, but like whatever, dude. Fuck off, I guess.
It's millions of dollars if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was like $500 million or whatever it was.
Yeah. We just said yes immediately.
Yeah. I didn't even care. I just trusted that it was going to be a good deal for us, but either way, I digress. The Tampa Bay Rays are coming to town for a 3-game set. And I keep hearing about how good this team is. I guess we're going to find out against the red hot Red Sox, winners of 2 straight games. Game 1 is Monday. These are all 7 o'clock games, 7:10. What happened to the 6:45?
Yep.
What the fuck? What was that?
Well, it's summer. Kids are out, right? Or soon enough, all the kids are out.
Who gives a fuck about these kids? 6:45.
They do. That's why those are the times, Jared.
6:45.
It's because of families.
6:45.
I got no problem with 6:45s. I'm just telling you what the reason is.
Let's talk to the Sox about this. We need the 6:45.
They should move them up earlier because of that, I would argue, not the other way.
6:10
because of the kids. Yeah, 6:10. Well, all right, we can land on that.
Yeah, it's not like where are you going? Where you gonna be?
They got no bedtimes.
Yeah, they can stay up later, so they can go to the
That's
Sox.
Why it's 7:10.
No. They can go to the Sox and then they can go get a root beer float somewhere.
Yeah, they can go get hammered.
True.
Yeah,
have that be part of the pitch. Like, don't you understand these kids need root beer floats? Like, you got to give them time to get those floats.
Why don't they have root beer? I've been saying this for a while. Why don't they have root beer floats at Fenway?
Oh,
Fenway
watching
float?
a Sox game.
Yeah, Fenway float. You shitting me?
Oof. That sounds incredible.
Right?
Root beer floats. I forget about them all the time, and then I remember. I'm like, oh my God, they're great.
Buddy, if I had a root beer float, I went to shout out Sox on a Sox podcast. Shout out Sox. It's spelled SOC' in Saugus.
Okay, that you're just randomly just like, I love this team, man. Shout out
Sox. Yeah,
fucking Sox.
Sox ice cream in Saugus, and I was like, I really want some coffee ice cream, but I am craving a root beer float. So you know what? I got both. Who fucking cares? Like, did anyone try to stop me? Did anyone give me shit for it in the parking lot? No.
No.
No one said a
they
word.
They had an A&W in Harwich, and it's not there anymore. And it was like my favorite place to go. The root beer floats at the A&W.
You just suck it right out of the hose.
Yeah, that's what they would do there. You would suck it out of the hose, and then they'd like toss you a couple of scoops, and you're just like,
float. Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, the burgers there too.
By the time we're done with this podcast, it's gonna be 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna fucking annihilate a root beer float downstairs before I go to bed.
You got those ready to go? You got the ingredients ready to go?
It's vanilla ice cream and root beer, my dog. I got
No, I know, but root beer is super underrated. Like, people don't have a lot of root beer in the fridge typically,
unless you're a root beer float guy. So that's why the collector cups at Fenway. So I have collector cups from when I go to WrestleMania, and I have collector cups from Fenway, and those are my root beer float cups.
Yeah,
my dad taught me that one.
You do big floats then. You do floats.
Yeah. It's more like fucking root beer icebergs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's That shit's gnarly. You know?
Head on down to the Titanic Museum, root beer icebergs.
Which, by the way, Steve, we never talked about.
Oh, no. I thought, why'd I say that?
You know
I had dodged that bullet.
You know what,
no,
Steve?
I got out clean.
Yeah,
I got out clean.
You did. You did. But Cole, you know what he did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Unforgivable, I would argue.
Yeah,
this isn't fair. But
it's not fair?
no, because we tried to line a time up and you couldn't do Saturday, and that was the only day that
I could have done Saturday night.
you said you couldn't.
You
said
went on.
were busy
Did you go on a
Saturday.
Saturday night?
No, it was Saturday at like 1 or 2 or something like that. I went with my parents.
You should have done like a going once, going twice type deal. You sure you can't go? No,
Jared, we texted about this. I texted you about this. I didn't
but
just
then
like
you were
go
like, "What
and
about
just hope you
Sunday?"
didn't
And I was
notice.
like, yeah. No, I
didn't
you didn't think I would
float
notice
Sunday.
your 20 slide post of the Titanic Museum on your Instagram page?
Did I just say that? I said I know you would see that.
Oh,
I'm not
I thought
like
you said I
posting that
didn't think
thinking
you
you
would
wouldn't
notice.
see
Yeah,
it.
no. I
was going to say I didn't think you would want to go on Sunday when the finale's at 1.
Because I saw all 20 slides, Steve. I
don't think it's 20. It's a long one.
20.
I don't think it's 20.
I think it's
There's
20.
no way it's 20.
Go check it.
No way.
Go check it. Go check it, you fuck piece of shit. Yeah. Yep.
I did a 20 slide post. That's crazy. That's a lot of posts on the Titanic.
Yeah, you did.
I had a fun time though. I wasn't gonna bring it up because I didn't want to rub it in.
Yeah, how cool is it?
I knew you'd be upset. I'm
not upset.
I mean, this is that kind of sounds like you're not pumped.
No, I mean, if I
you are the Titanic guy.
I am the Titanic guy, but I think if I was really upset, you would have got banged for it.
No, that's true. But no, at the same time, it's I think the date got away from us. June 1st was the last date that museum was open, and it hit me way too late where I'm like, that's Sunday, and this was on like Friday. It's like, God, that's got to be one of the next 2 days. That's how that math works. So I hit you up, and we just couldn't make it work. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
When did they start that museum?
Oh, it's been around for a minute. Maybe January. January, February, because the replies were like, that thing's still going. That's what people were saying. So yeah, it's definitely been up for a while, but we've been trying to coordinate a lot of stuff, and I'll definitely take some blame here because I wanted to have all the 10 guys there.
Yeah, no, I
didn't make it work.
Yeah, no, I would have loved to have gone.
No, I know you would have, so I don't feel great about it.
But you went.
How'd the slides look, Jerry?
Oh my God! What photography?
It's a good slider. I know. I think I documented it very well.
Yeah.
And if anything, I'm thinking of you, right? I'm like, all right, Jared can't go. Exactly. I'm like, I want him to see this and be like, this is what it would be like if I went there. Yeah.
Not all too different from the Titanic Museum in Vegas. So like, I don't know that I'm What are you owing?
I was and I thought you were going to say not too different from when you've done something similar like this.
No,
Okay, all right.
No, you fuck up all the time, but like I think this like the Titanic Museum in Vegas, I went with Dana B. Shout out Dana B. Just got married. Went to my barber, by the way. How crazy of a move is that? It's not crazy because he's a great barber, but like he was like, hey, I'm coming home, or I'm gonna be like in like the Saugus area. He's like, would you recommend your barber? I was like, yeah, obviously, he's great. And he went and got his haircut at my barber shop. And then he was like, yeah, that haircut was for his wedding. Would you ever get a haircut for the first time from someone for your wedding day? That's insane.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like getting it for a random Tuesday. Forget your wedding.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I did only because I don't have hair, but I didn't want to like fuck up and miss a part. But I haven't had a barber in years, obviously, due to the lack of hair having.
Hair having is big for going to get your hair.
Gotta have it. Yep.
Essential.
Non-negotiable.
You just walk and he looks at you like, what are we going to do here? Like, I don't know.
He's just like, I don't know that I can help you.
Yeah. I just had him take it all the way down and like line up my beard and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which I can obviously do, but I feel like for wedding, it's like, I gotta trust someone enough to line up my beard.
Yeah, for sure.
Jared, I got a question for you. Have you forgiven Dana B for what he did?
Losing the baseball tavern tapes.
Have you forgiven him?
So that was only audio, correct? Yes. I think it was only audio.
Yes, because someone had filmed us on their phone so that we'd have some visual element. But yes, it was audio. Yeah.
I would have been way more upset if there was like a video, I guess, aspect to it, and that got destroyed. Because like now, like we have like yes, we have like cell phone video and stuff, but like we would have imagined having Mikey Emond to do like if we knew that hey, like they're closing Baseball Tavern in 6 months, and we could have done like a documentary on the history of the Baseball Tavern before they tore it down. It was just like one day it was there, the next day it was gone, and now it's a fucking Chase Bank. It's crazy.
The stuff that we've been able to do with Bones and Mikey is just, I would have never been able to imagine it in the earlier iterations of Section 10. But yeah, Dana, fellow Hingham guy, I suppose I forgive him, but that was just one that I didn't want to lose. You know, that a lot of fun stories in there, a lot of fun memories. If anything, what I've told myself, Jerry, and this is probably kind of stupid, but like, it went down with Baseball Tab. You know, it went down with one of those stupid little silver, all that shit. But no, we have footage of us doing that pod. We just don't have the pod doesn't exist anywhere. So went down with the building. Yeah. I miss that place every day.
Yeah, same. Yeah, someone like messaged me the other day and they were like, "What's the best pre and post game bar in the Fenway area?" And I said, I have no opinion.
No. I still go out a decent amount and I got nothing for you. I couldn't tell you.
I mean, no disrespect to these bars, but like we'll go to unnamed bar around Fenway and people will be like, this kind of has like Baseball Tavern vibes. Like, no, it doesn't. Like my feet aren't.
You say about the bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah. My feet aren't sticky. I'm not hanging out in the kitchen. There's not multiple floors. We'll never have
that. It's just different.
Yeah, we'll never have Baseball Tavern.
Steve Lyons isn't in the corner at this place. Like,
Evan Drellick.
Never have it. Oh, God, right. Forgot Drellick used to
like the Baseball Tavern was like a who's who. You never knew who was going to pop in. Like fucking Mike Napoli is drinking fireball shots with us in the kitchen. I remember one night Rob Gronkowski showed up with his buddies and ordered. It was like after they closed and he ordered catering and got like chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks and French fries. It was awesome. We drank there until 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to think of who else popped. I don't know. This is the Stop and Shop look ahead, Bill. Razor in town. Yeah. Brian Bayo versus Shane Boz. Lucas Giolito versus Ryan Pepio. That was so hard to fucking not make fun
almost
of that
did.
name.
You almost made fun of it.
I didn't do it though. Review board? Did I that's his name.
No, you didn't. You did. You were about to. I know your tones.
I know
so
I was
close to doing it.
Like it was like, you know how you just fucking you see the ball coming in, you're like, I'm gonna fucking crush this, and I just check swinged.
You know what you're doing right now? You're doing the Michael Scott Toby thing where you're like, "Hi, Toby." Like, you're great. You're trying hard, so I respect it.
Walker Buehler versus Zach Littell in the finale. What? That's how you say it. That's how you say it. No? I can't help myself. I'm trying my hardest to say these names correctly.
I don't think you said that. I just don't like our pitchers very much.
Yeah, that's more than our pitchers suck.
Yeah. Yeah, no bueno. Brian Bayo, 2-1 with a 3.91 ERA, a 1.59 WHIP, and a 6.5 strikeouts per nine. Bayo completed more than 5 innings for the first time since May 2nd in his last start, and the Red Sox decided to give him his fewest run support of the season. That'd be 3 runs. He averages 8 runs to support a game, yet the Red Sox are only 504 in his starts. Bayo got a season high 12 ground balls in his last start. His sweeper has been his best pitch of the year. His changeup, once his best pitch, has been struggling. The worst his changeup has ever been was 196 batting average, 354 slug. And this year it is a 275 batting average with a 375 slug, so no good. Shane Boz, 5-3, a 4.96 ERA, and a 1.36 WHIP, 8.3 strikeouts per nine. The flamethrower has allowed 66 hits, 36 earned runs, and 13 home runs in 65 1/3 innings this year. He only has 4 quality starts out of the 12 that he's made, and his last came back in April. Jesus. Since May, he has a 7 ERA and a 6.60 FIP. He's allowed a home run in 7 straight games and multiple home runs in 3 of those games. He's known as a strikeout guy. His slider fucking sucks. 429 batting average and a holy shit, 1286 slugging percentage. The rare reverse splits. So against lefties, 255, 319 on base, 412 slug, and a 730 OPS. And against righties, 268, 339 on base, 503 slug for an 843 OPS. So the Rays are somehow 8-4 when he pitches. He's been awful. But the Rays are somehow 8-4. Lucas Giolito in game 2, a 1-1 record, a 6.42 ERA, a 163 WHIP, and a 7.2 strikeouts per 9. Allowing a career low 11% soft hit percentage, which means batters on average are hitting the ball harder than ever before off of him. Batters have a 93% in-zone contact rate this year, which is fucking insane. His worst season ever was 97, which was in 2018. His swinging strike percentage is 7% this year, the worst since his rookie year. Batters are hitting 393 off his four seam, slugging 595 off his changeup. He's had 3 abysmal starts, 3 very good starts, 1 mid start. I mean, we'll take mid, but Jesus, 50. You're looking at basically half your starts being abysmal. Ryan Pepio, 3-5 at 320. What? That's his name, Coley.
When you start like laughing at it,
I didn't laugh.
You make a face, which is like you're not
I'm
verbally
looking at,
saying.
Yeah, but I'm looking at you guys to be like, good. Like I'm just saying.
With your words, with how you've said it, I think you're fine so far. I think you're fine.
Yeah, it's hard.
Which is the point.
Like I'm pushing it a little bit, but like I didn't do
like keeping it down.
Yeah, I didn't do what I would have done.
How would you have done? Like, just
no.
Come on, no. I can't.
Not like how you do it now, respectfully, but like if you were to do it in a different way, what would that be?
Like if I can't even.
Nope. Nah. We feel pretty good right now. Let's keep it that way.
I'll tell you after the series when we're doing the series review.
I won't care by then.
All right. His one bad start this year was against the Red Sox. 6 innings. I totally forgot that we played the Rays this year.
Mm-hmm.
We won the series, right?
Yeah, it was the
Steinbrenner
Hamilton
Stadium.
had that homer, and then it was Slayton was really good closing the door.
Yeah. His one bad start this year was against the Red Sox. 6 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 bombs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Since then, though, he's been lights out. 9 starts, 52 innings, 38 hits, 15 earned runs, 6 home runs, 13 walks, 40 strikeouts, a 2.50 ERA. He's been susceptible to the long ball. The Rays are 5-8 when he pitches, with an average of 3.6 runs of support. Then in the finale, it's Walker Buehler, 4-4 with a 5.18 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, and an 8.1 strikeouts per 9. Was good against the Rays earlier this year. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned, 1 homer, 3 walks, 3 Ks. It's been bad the last couple times out. 7 2/3, 17 hits. 17 hits and 7 2/3, 12 runs, 10 of them earned, 4 bombs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, and hit a guy. That's all in his last 2 starts. Very bad. The Red Sox are 6-4 when he starts and have lost 3 straight Walker Buehler starts. Zach Littell, 6-5, a 3.68 ERA, a 1.09 WHIP, and a 5.8 strikeouts per 9. He has a 3.68 ERA, but he leads Major League Baseball with 17 home runs allowed. Go figure. I don't know how the fuck you accomplish that. He has allowed multiple home runs 5 times and 0 home runs only 4 times. He was solid against the Red Sox earlier this year. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, 1 home run, 4 walks, 5 Ks. He has not allowed more than 3 earned runs in a start since April 10th. Had a very rare complete game recently. 9 innings, 10 hits, 3 earned, 2 bombs, 1 walk, 6 Ks, hit a guy, 117 pitches. The Rays are 8-5 when he pitches, but they started off 0-5. So they're riding an 8-game winning streak when Zach Littell pitches. So again, that is Brian Bayo versus Shane Baz. That is Lucas Giolito versus Ryan Pepio. And that is Walker Buehler versus Zach Littell. Prediction time. Coley.
So I hate kind of everything about this series. I hate that we had to use certain bullpen arms to close out the Yankees on Sunday when Cora was clearly trying to avoid that. We've got Bayo starting off this series. I think it's just like him and Guerrero, maybe, or like the 2 fresh arms. So I'm sure that'll go swell. And then you've got Giolito, bad, Buehler, slightly better, I suppose. I don't know. The offense is hot against the Yankees. Is that going to continue? Are we going to see another 27-3? Probably not. It sounds like we're going to have to win some slugfests. I'm going 1-2.
Ooh. That stings from the McMahon.
I don't like it, but
I mean, it's fair. Just because they won this one against the dog shit Yankees doesn't mean they're magically a good team again. Or at all. Steven.
Yeah, the Rays have the 4th best bullpen ERA in baseball, so it would be super sick if they could get to Tampa's starters early, because we know the Rays are going to get to the Red Sox starters early, because that happens every friggin' night. Brian Bayo's got a 2.82 ERA in night games, so maybe he keeps that going. Went 6 innings last start. My God, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Can he put 2 solid starts together? You can find out only on Nesson. The Red Sox haven't won 3 games in a row, Jared, in 40 days, but they have a chance to do it on Monday. There will be a celebration if it happens. The city will be shut down. Cannot wait. Very interested to see what happens in the finale with Walker Buehler. As we mentioned earlier in the program, he has owned up to his suckiness as of late. I don't want to say it's just been a terrible season overall, because he definitely had some good moments, but let's get back to the good moments, Walker, because the team needs you desperately. I'm going to take Sox winning 2 out of 3.
Wow.
And that has them improving, Jared, to 139 and 140 at home since that magical 2021 playoff run.
Shit. I forgot to mention that Brian Bayo versus Shane Baz is a Jerry Superfan Unobstructed Views special Monday night. Woo! Unobstructed Views Monday and Friday this week. God
Bayo
damn.
Has to be the number 1 pitcher. Bayo. He has to be the face of the Views.
He is. Yeah.
Oh, it's Bayo every time.
Every time.
Right?
Every time.
Yeah. What's cool is I'll be doing an MLB Network hit from the Nesson studio. So if you're watching MLB Network at like 5:30, then it'll be a nice little, hey, come watch the Views, where we're going to watch fucking Brian Bayo go 4 2/3, 5 earned with 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Whew. Yeah. So, yeah, the Views is Monday and Friday this week. I'm on with Hogdale. I'm doing the Hogdale stream Tuesday. Tony Maz Wednesday. I'm doing a Mariners podcast Thursday.
Naturally.
Views Friday.
Little baseball slut.
Jerry the baseball whore.
That being said, Red Sox get swept.
Whoa. Are you
What?
serious?
Mhm.
Come on, man. Get
What?
swept?
Yeah, Bayo, Giolito, Buehler is LLL. Steve?
I am going to put an SPG out there that they do not get swept.
Oh, I hate that you did that.
Mm-hmm. I just did that. I only do it if I feel really confident about it. They're not going to get swept in this series. No chance.
This is the least amount of control that you've ever had over a Stevie P guarantee ever.
By far.
Yeah.
I'm sure Garrett's kept track, but there's ones that include the team. What are you talking about?
Huh?
I think there's a decent amount of control. They need to lose all of them for this to be wrong.
It's 3 games, and we're talking about the 2025 Red Sox.
They don't really get swept, and they don't sweep people. I feel good about it.
Didn't they just have like a 5-6
the Brewers?
The Brewers cracked them. The Angels, they needed their last at bat to win a game in that series.
Mm-hmm. I feel good about this. I'm sorry. A lot of it's a feel thing, SPGs. It's not like it needs a bunch of math that goes into it. They're not getting swept. I guarantee it.
Oh, I heard.
I
heard what you did.
I mean, that's going to be much larger than a suspension if they get swept.
Is that death? Wait, yeah. What happens if?
I think that's substantially larger. I don't know.
Yeah.
If the Red Sox get swept in this series, what happens to Steve?
Yeah, because like a suspension doesn't feel like a fair comeuppance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's way too light
of
a sentence.
If we suspended him for the podcast, then he would be pumped.
He'd just get a night off. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Right. No, it needs to be something that is an actual punishment.
Yeah, I'm open to stuff. Again, this isn't gonna. They're not getting swept. Like
it should be. You know how every year for every sport, people have they get the championship tattoo too early.
It's my least favorite thing ever. I fucking hate it.
You should have to get a Stevie P, an SPG tattoo.
Tattoo's crazy for this one.
How confident are you?
Yeah.
I'm very confident, but that's wild. That's the joke.
I think
sounds great
what
with this
needs
team.
to happen is if they get swept, then this upcoming weekend when the Yankees are in town on Saturday, we get a clown costume and we get to do clown makeup on Steve's face, and he has to go to Fenway as a clown on Saturday.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that plays. That feels right.
Yeah. We can just
clown for Sox Yanks Saturday night.
All expenses paid. We'll handle the costume and the makeup. All you got to do is
make
show
sure
up
it's in the
Fenway.
rocket box. This actually sounds kind of sick. Yeah. Clown costume Saturday.
Yeah. If they get swept,
I really hope they don't get swept.
Yeah. Where is there a costume? Because I mean, I guess. Yeah,
Amazon, you can get costumes in 2 seconds. We would easily have one by the weekend. Yeah, that's how I got the banana.
There's definitely costume places, even with iParty closing.
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well just buy it now and have it because
They're not getting swept.
I know, but
dude.
Steve, I'm running the clown play every time that there's a wager until we get
so you're just gonna have this one on deck.
You will be clown. I don't know.
This isn't about you dodging the clown. You gonna get clowned. It's just about when it is. When Jared gets a little twinkle in his eye when he comes up with something that he loves. He's like, yes, I've guaranteed that he's going to be a clown.
Yeah.
You almost should hope that it is this Saturday, because the longer this goes, the more clown accoutrement he's going to acquire.
What did you just say?
Accoutrement? What do you mean?
It's a French word.
I don't know that. Okay, I don't know that one. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
okay.
From France.
Now, what's that? That's in 40-Year-Old Virgin? He breaks that out when he makes his little virgin sandwich.
That sounds right. You're just saying there's more build-up, so he's going to get more accoutrement for it.
You're going to be
clown contraband.
Clowned up to the max.
Yeah. Yeah. There's never going to be a more accessorized clown than you the longer.
I mean, you're paying for all this clown stuff, right? This is on the house clown.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Free clown.
Mm-hmm. Free clown.
Yeah, that's a good way to meet in the middle. It's Jerry's covering the clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All clown expenses paid. Trip to Fenway.
Yeah. Saturday night Sox. Yankees.
Saturday night. Yep.
Only on Fox.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bob Fox is coming on Saturday as well.
Oh, nice. I love Bob Fox.
Yeah.
Do they find that ring?
No. That's why they're in town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cole, are you coming?
To what?
Fenway? Clown night?
The clowning?
Clown night at Fenway?
Yeah, you coming to the clown night?
Got to see how the series plays out.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I'll see you in the morning. Big birthday bash at 11 a.m. So I'm coming to Fenway from the great state of Maine for the clowning.
Oh, then definitely not. No.
What, are you going to hang out with your family?
Yeah. I love that.
I guess.
I mean, it's just a bad day.
I got to like research how to clown.
Oh,
it's not that hard.
Simple.
I feel like
the
there's
makeup
a deluxe
part
clown
of it,
on Amazon.
Yeah. No. Like we're doing face paint clown.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like a complicated. These people are doing this by themselves in the mirror.
Are you going to paint my face? Is that what you're saying?
You want to do it yourself?
No, I haven't thought this through because it's not happening. But like, who would paint my face?
Yeah,
we get some. It's this. There's no chance.
I think you would probably. I would allow you to do the white base.
Okay.
And then from there, like I can do some designs with the eyes and the mouth and whatnot. You'll obviously have a clown nose on because you're a clown.
And then the the reason for the clown nose here is because you are a clown, so that's why you'd have that on.
Due to your clownish nature,
Yeah,
because that's what clowns are. They're clowns.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's gonna be I'm sure accessories that come with the clown costume, but I'm really just looking for
flower that squirts water.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be buying the accessories. Yeah. So like you'll get the costume, but like the nose is gonna be separate because if it doesn't honk, like I'm sure if I get like a clown costume on Amazon, it's gonna be like a Nerf.
It's a
ball.
Foam nose.
Yeah, like it's gonna be foam. One. Yeah, no. You're gonna have rubber nose that honks. That's honking. We're gonna get you like the little like the horn that they have.
Yeah. Walking around.
Yeah,
I can see that. Okay.
You're gonna have the flower that squirts water. That's like a flower lapel. We'll have that. Obviously, the
endless
handkerchief, the big boots.
The endless handkerchief.
I mean, clown boots, obviously. Right?
Yeah. What?
Like
They're shoes.
Stomping around.
Yeah. What size are you?
13.
All right. So you're a size 13, but like they're gonna be.
What's my clown boot size? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna be huge.
Oh, I think they adjust. They take your regular size and then they just add 12 inches.
They just they just do a goofy amount on top of that.
Yeah.
What's the right amount of goofy to add to this guy's foot?
Can you rent a clown car? Can you rent a
car?
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Jesus. I'm not saying it wouldn't, but this price tag's going up.
Yes, I don't care. Yes, it is possible to rent a clown car, which is a prop typically used in circus acts where a large number of clowns emerge from a small car. While you might not find a specific company advertising clown car rentals, it's more likely you'd rent the car itself, a very small car, and then provide the clowns and the clown car effect yourself, or hire a clown entertainment company that includes a clown car as part of their act. All right. Yeah. I mean, we can definitely rent a clown car.
Definitely feel strong there, but yeah.
Yeah, potentially is maybe the right word.
I would say highly likely on the clown car.
But you only have one clown, so it's not like the joke misses.
No, because we'd all get out of the car with the clown.
But then you kind of are all clowns a little bit.
That makes us clowns.
Yeah. I feel like only clowns are in a clown car.
Correct. That's how that works.
I don't think like regular people are like taking a clown car. Yeah, of course. Anyway.
Yes, yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll get on that.
Yeah.
We get our people.
Steve's going to have to learn how to make balloon animals from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
What else do clowns have?
This whole thing. That's about it.
What accessories
some of them kill.
do clowns have? Let's look that up. Clown noses, wigs, hats, shoes, gloves, makeup, and props. I feel like we kind of got the nuts and bolts of it.
100%. Yeah, no, the 10-nose clowns.
Yeah. Some rainbow suspenders. Yeah. All right. Blue Moon was born in a ballpark at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado, so it's no wonder why you crave it. Its bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer experience year-round. And for the moments that you want a lighter option of your favorite beer, reach for Blue Moon Light. It's a refreshing wheat beer brewed with real tangerine peel for a lighter, exceptional taste at only 95 calories. Steve, do clowns like Blue Moon too?
I don't know, because I don't think I'm going to be a clown this weekend, but I feel like they would because, Jared, everyone loves Blue Moon.
That's right. Yeah. I've seen clowns drinking Blue Moon, but they usually choose Blue Moon Light because it's only 95 calories, and they're usually trying to watch their weight. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste and only 95 calories. Brightly brewed with real tangerine peel, tastes light and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon Light. Blue Moon made brighter. Get Blue Moon delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then, you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead. Brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
Chew them with your mouth.
You chew those with your mouth. Red Sox come back to Fenway for a 6-game homestand, starting with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays on Monday.
Whoa.
Game 1 is Monday night at 7:10 p.m. Eastern first pitch. It is Pride Night at Fenway, so shout out to the 162 gays. 162 gays, we love you on Monday.
That's cool.
Yeah, y'all are the goats. 59 degrees at Fenway, cloudy.
Come on.
24% chance of rain, 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to the
chance
triangle.
Of rain?
It should be fine, though. I think it's just going to mainly be cloudy, Jared. Take my word for it. Once again, 162 gays. We love you. Game 2, Tuesday, 7:10 p.m. Eastern, as all of these games are for first pitch. 65 degrees, cloudy, 22% chance of rain, 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to right field. Game 3 is the series finale. It is Wednesday. Kind of wish it was in the afternoon, but it's at 7:10 p.m. It's 76 degrees.
Is it really? Wow, we got a fucking 76-degree finale. I saw somewhere on the internet. That's also crazy. I saw somewhere on the internet that people saying that there was a 76-degree curse. A 76-degree curse? No, there's not. There's never been such a thing. No. And we're going to prove that on Wednesday when the Sox go for the clean sweep of the Rays.
Yes, the Sox go for the sweep.
That's what I fucking
sunny
said.
On Wednesday, 0% chance of rain. 11-mile-an-hour winds that are blowing in from center field. Likely avoiding the rain this week against the Rays, and the finale on Wednesday night will easily be the best weather of this series. That is your weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Yeah, you sure do, Steve. You sure do chew them with your mouth, huh?
You do.
I know that there might be some people saying, why didn't they talk about the Rafael Devers thing after the game? Cora
I had that in my
it
closing thoughts. I had that.
Not a hustling issue. So
I guess he could also just be saying that to avoid more backlash.
Do you really think he would do that?
Well, you see his face when he asked him when he was coming off the field.
But then he answered and his expression changed.
I guess I thought he got like the big eyes and was like, wow, it's not an injury. Like, what the hell was that? But I wouldn't put it past Cora. And this is like in a nice way to be just covering up for Raffy, because he's like, this is going to be an unnecessary shit show on top of some Raffy stuff that's already happened this year. Because I thought it was weird. It didn't look like a pull up because of something was pulled. It looked like a pulled up because he was pissed. And he just kind of gave up on it a little bit. But again, Raffy then hits a moon bomb, so whatever. But you could have had bases loaded with Ref Snyder against a lefty, and instead the ending ended.
It did look. I mean, it stood out immediately. Like it wasn't.
It did.
Wait,
it was eye opening.
Was that what I thought it was? Like in the moment, you're like, "What the fuck was that, dude?" I don't know. Maybe I'm a fraud. Maybe I'm just an idiot that blindly believes Alex Cora, but I don't think there's a lot of things that he'll tolerate. I don't think he would tolerate Raffy just not busting it down the line and pulling up and giving up. I don't think that he would defend him and protect him in that situation. So
I guess, I mean, he has protected him before. He's his guy.
I also don't think that Raffy would do that. What's his motivation?
That's why I didn't get it. He's not, I think people that don't like Devers and are pissed off at what's happened with him this year are looking at that situation, just adding it on top. Here he goes again. It's like Raffy doesn't like not run to first. That's not really
he's not
his
Manny.
thing. So if anything, it just felt weird. I don't know. It felt out of place, especially with what was going on in the inning.
Yeah.
It's like biggest inning of the weekend, really. You know, you're trying to win the series on Sunday. I'm like, what the fuck was that? So
yeah,
little odd.
Yeah, but he doesn't talk to the media, so like it's not like they could be like, hey, what was going on with that play? Like it could have been as simple as I thought the throw was going to take him into the base path, and I did a double take because I didn't want to plow into this guy and get hurt. It could have been something like that, but I don't know. We don't know because
I think he could have beat it out. I really do. Like DJ didn't play that ball great. Like I think he's safe there, and you got bases loaded. So it's not one of those like there's been some stuff this season where it's like, why didn't this happen? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, nah, let's be realistic. That wasn't going to be the result. Yeah. I think he would have been safe. So
I agree with you, Steve. I'm sure. Does anyone have the Roman Anthony Grand Slam as their final thought? I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I mean, Jesus Christ.
That was sick.
497 feet. Roman Anthony hit a Grand Slam on Saturday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's just every day that goes by, it's like, why is he not here? And I know Coley, they have their answers, whatever. But it's like, when you see Jack Caglione up there going 4 for 4 today, it's like, oh, there's a team that needed a spark that has a weapon they can deploy. And they said, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it. And they did it. And it's paying dividends. And here goes Roman Anthony hitting 500-foot grand slams in AAA while the Red Sox are trying to get
couldn't put up any
here.
runs this weekend.
Trying to get something going. They need a spark. They needed a spark.
They did score 27 runs, but
it's not it's a bad weekend at that point.
I think that would have stood out so much more if they lose Saturday like 7-1, and it's what the hell are we doing? It is funny though that and I feel like we would have had this convo, or this is just the hypothetical that could have happened. It's like, all right, let's go through the list of things that maybe they need to see him do to call him up, because I don't know what the fuck. Dude, a 500-foot grand slam? What does he do? Oh, he did that. Okay, yeah. He did that. So he's checking a lot of boxes. I think he had a brief slump a little bit at the plate, but he's still.
It wasn't necessarily a slump. In May, he just wasn't lifting the ball. Really. Yeah, he was hitting the ball into the ground, which is a legitimate thing. But even when Breslow was asked, he was like, curveballs. And that was all he would say. So he wasn't saying he's not lifting the ball like we'd like him to consistently. I don't know. It's they've handled it poorly. He should have been up literally all year. Who knows how he'd look right now with him and Campbell at this point of the season. Maybe we beat the Yankees by 20. We score 47 runs. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't hit the same when they had just put up 10 fucking runs.
Oh, it's way different considering how the games went this weekend, especially Saturday and Sunday. But watching a lot of the college regionals the last couple of weeks, and the ball jumps off his bat like the college kids with the metal bats. I'm like, this guy's got a wooden bat and he's just hitting tinks like all over the place. And it's fun to watch. Even just seeing how MLB's covering it's like, and they're not saying it to like rub it into the Sox, but they're like, are you guys fucking seeing this? Like, we're tweeting 3 times a night about Roman Anthony, and we're the Major League Baseball account. So it's a little crazy.
The most I've ever seen a number 1 prospect covered before they got to the majors, like comfortably.
It's a lot.
Nationally, not just by
more than Jackson Holiday.
Obviously, that's different. Jackson, I don't feel like he was playing. He wasn't in AAA this long. He got sent back down.
Wasn't.
Like they called him up
a couple of months, not even.
Yeah, they called him up. They sent him back down, and after that, like some of the shine wears off.
I agree.
People don't care about your AAA accomplishments after you've been to the big leagues and don't get off to a hot start.
Fair. Steven, final thought?
Yeah, I got one. I almost didn't even want to do this. I still almost don't even want to do this. It's your boy Jimmy, your boy Jay Stu. I don't know what Jay Stu has against me. I don't know if you know what he has against me. I feel like he's got something against me though.
It's your fucking face, I guess. I don't know.
Outside of the obvious, dude. Like I know it's my face, but there's got to be something more than it. I didn't really love his tweet saying quiet quitting on like the pod. I think Jay Stu is really locked in on all the things that happen in this space, and he's equating missing a couple of tied in the ace as a couple. Like, oh, trust me, it's been a handful. Most of the time, though, this is I do other stuff for Underdog. I do other work for the company.
I know that.
Yeah, and that's more often than not, that is the conflict that's happening with the tied in the ace. But I put my hand up on the other ones I've missed. But no, I don't know. Someone sent me a clip on the radio where he was like calling me out, and I'm like, Jay Stu, what are we doing here?
What did he say? Can you play it?
I don't have it, but it was just because they played a clip from our show with Passon that was like, and then Maz was like, "What? Who's on that show? Like, who else? Because I know Jared. Like, who else is on there?" And he was like, "Oh, you got Coley, you got Tyler, you got Jake, and then the only one that sucks is Steve." I think that's what the clip was. And I'm like, we're not
making
with me and Jay Stu. We're not like bros like that. Like he's like trying to, and he's done this before. He'll try to like little bro me, and I'm like, that's not what this is, Jimmy. Like respectfully, I respect everybody in this space, and what he's done is very impressive. What they've done with that show, I think, is very, very impressive. But when you just feel like you're getting like randomly chirped consistently, I don't know. It's just weird, and I don't quite understand what his angle is. He's going to say like, oh, it's just busting balls, but it doesn't really feel like that. And I don't quite care for it. So yeah, that's my closing thought. Jimmy, I respect you, but respectfully cut the shit. That's where I'm at.
That's basically what Tyler said about killing you. He's like, I'm going to kill him, but I love everything about him and all his work.
I suppose. I mean, the Tyler one was way more complimentary, I would say. Because anyone on like a whole monologue, Steve's incredible at everything. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, kill me if you're going to say all that. But I know he's your boy. Like, I don't like causing unnecessary drama. But I know he's
today.
I know, exactly. No, I saw that clip and I was like, this is hilarious. My closing thought is like, fuck off, Jimmy. So this is going to be a unique dynamic here. But yeah, it is what it is. I get it. It's fine. But
do you think he's become territorial since you've gotten big into wrestling?
Oh, that
probably
could be it.
That might be it. That might be it. Yeah. I wouldn't be stunned if that's it, honestly, where he's like, is this guy going to take some of my wrestling, following away from me? Because once you see like what I post about wrestling, which is obviously like the best takes in the game, then you're going to start following me for that. And then maybe not care about what Jay Stu has to say.
Yeah. Do you think also maybe it's like that when you started coming over for the wrestling parties and he's taking my wrestling friend away from me?
Yeah, that's
that
what
could be a big part of it too.
That's what I was.
He chirped me at that too. I gave him a hug, and he's like, "What did he say?" He had something to say. He's always got something to say. He's like, this fucking guy. Like, Jay Stu, what's up? He's like, you like this tweet sucked or something like that. I'm like, all right, bro. All right. If it's like that, it's like that. I never mind busting balls with people that are in like the inner circle, but I'm like, Jimmy, we're not. We're not like that.
Oh,
but
damn.
It's all good, man. I know he's your boy, so it's not. I'm not trying to ruffle feathers here.
I don't think he's gonna be tickled by it. I think he's not gonna be like, oh, Steve.
No, I know. No, he'll say it as like Steve's probably taking it too personally. I mean, I haven't like elevated my voice. This isn't crushing me.
It's just a work, brother. That's what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
It's not. You worked yourself into a shoot, Steve. That's what you did.
That's what he would say.
Yeah. That's what happened here.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Nah, it's not tricky.
Jimmy don't know what goes on behind the scenes here. I'm not going to act like I know what goes on behind the scenes there.
Oh, wow.
So that's all.
That's a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Coley, final thoughts?
When was the last time consistently the Red Sox have had a first baseman that was just posting 850 OPS day in, day out?
Bob
Dalbec,
Dalbec, 2021.
And Bob and Schwarber. But it was Casas the second half of 2023 that has been drilled into all of our heads by T. And I like Casas. Like, this isn't an anti-Casas take. But what Toro's done the month he's been playing first is the best first base play we've seen since the second half of 2023. If I have to keep hearing like, oh, the Red Sox cannot believe Devers won't grab the glove and get out there for the better of the team, while Abraham Toro he got multiple ketchup votes today because of how good he was throughout the series. I don't know what else the guy has to do for it's just like, yeah, he's outperformed what Dom Smith did last year. Everyone's coming themselves over Dom Smith. People wanted him when he got released 2 weeks ago and was a free agent. It's like, yeah, kick Toro to the curb. I'm not saying, extend him. I'm not saying build him a statue, but can we stop the first base talk? They've completely canceled the Campbell at first because Toro's just doing it and Romy's healthy.
I completely forgot about that. Like, hey, Campbell's going to play first this weekend. Then he didn't. Then it was never talked about again.
No, because Toro keeps raking and Romy came back and he's been raking. They've got first base for this year. And for as long as one of these two guys is going to keep riding it, just keep riding that hot hand. I don't want to hear about first base anymore. That's over with.
Toro's hitting 341, dude. Pretty crazy. I mean, he's a 228 career hitter, but like he's been incredible for the Sox.
He's doing the job. And like that was kind of what Cora was talking about in that kind of weird pregame interview that Raffy did with him. He was like, how are you doing mentally? And Cora's like, I'm fucking fine, dude. He's like,
I got Abraham Toro on my team.
Yeah, Toro and Carlos Narvaez, you idiots. What do you mean?
Yeah. But that's a good point. I don't sweat first base anymore. And I certainly did not want to see Christian Campbell there. What? Like, it was intriguing to me as an idea, like before he really started tanking offensively. But yeah, once we got to a point where he was hitting like fucking $110 with a 340 OPS, I'm like, maybe let's not put him at a brand new position.
Well, shout out Chris Hatfield, who this week was just
will be there on Saturday, by the way.
Oh, clown man.
Shout him out.
Yep. I'll be there with the fam.
He pointed out that through May last year, Jackson Churio and Jackson Merrill both had lower OPSs than Christian Campbell had through May this year. And they went on to be two of the best rookies, both immediately extended and then extended a year after. Merrill definitely would have won NL Rookie of the Year last year if Paul Skeens was just born either a year sooner or later. So when people want to freak out about prospects, like Roman Anthony's going to have a tough stretch too. Like you can't just be like, oh, let's send this guy back down to AAA where maybe he'll recover or maybe that'll mentally destroy anyone, not anyone specifically. There's no reason to be sending Christian Campbell down at all. Ken Rosenthal, you fucking twerp.
Well, especially now.
What are you talking about?
Do you think that came from somewhere?
We'll bring Roman Anthony up and send Campbell down because
do you think that came from somewhere?
That's the issue. That's the fix. The fuck are you talking about, dude? Shut up.
Do you think that came from somewhere?
I think, I don't think Ken Rosenthal has like original
It
thoughts
never
like
does.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like all the Casa stuff he was pushing last year for sure came from somewhere. But who? It's a bad idea. And Campbell, I think, pretty loudly said that.
All right. Wow, another 3-hour episode of the 10. Who would have fucking guessed?
2:03. Look at this.
Damn. Yeah, it's 2:03 in the morning right now. Wow, no cake. I mean, I don't know, man.
I know,
like
it's weird.
cake being gone feels like there's a chance for Jake to come back. I don't know. Not having one or the other. I don't know. I guess it's TBD. You're gonna have to tune in.
I
this
hate
weekend.
Cake. I hope Jake is back soon.
I hope so,
Cake
too.
just like consistently sucks and just messes the vibes up.
Yeah, like I feel like the Red Sox taking a series from the Yankees killed Cake. And if Cake's dead, do we get Jake back? I don't know. I guess we'll have to tune in.
Tune in Wednesday night or Thursday morning.
Yeah, tune in on the off day, Thursday, and find out. And tune into Unobstructed Views on Nesson 360. Nesson 360. And I think it's on YouTube, maybe. I don't know. I know
the
it's
tube.
I don't know. I think it's on Nesson 360. I know it's on Nesson 360, but I think it's also on like I don't know.
Toss it on the tube.
Toss it on the tube. Unobstructed Views Monday. Hogdale stream Tuesday. Baseball hour on Wednesday. He'll be network 5:30 Monday. And cameo.com, section 10. Book the fellas to do some wacky bits that will turn into some very fun content for the rest of the week while we're watching these Tampa Bay Rays games. Okay. That's it from us. We'll see you Wednesday night. Thursday morning for you. Buenas noches, amigos.